It is Rivals Day, isn't it? It is Rivals Day. Happy Rivals Day. Happy Rivals of Ether Day. Yeah. All right. Yo, I was talking to JG5. Like, what day was it, JG5? We were talking about, like, we thought it was funny how, like, Rivals of Ether, or not Rivals of Ether, but Riptide is, like, like 1,000 less than it was last year. I was like, damn. Like we can even look it up here. Smash.gg. Like, let's look it up right here. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. So Smash.gg, we're gonna look at Riptide 2021 or 2022 actually. Look at 2022, our current year right now. All right, let's look at this. So right now, I'm pretty sure I'm in this. Anyway, I can't remember what I'm doing in Riptide, whatever it may be. I don't know. I can't remember. 1,724 people attending. All right. Pretty good actually. Not too bad. I mean, it's not. It's a good showing for a tournament, a big tournament. I think it doesn't make it a major, but it's crazy to believe that 1,000 plus people were here last year. Now, it's weird to me in a lot of ways because this is the reason. So, going to Riptide last year, it didn't feel like it was a huge amount of people. It didn't feel like it was a huge amount of people. And what the crazy thing is, I'm like imagining what it is going to be like this year. Like, it wasn't a huge amount of people all there at one point. There's a lot of people, but not a huge amount. I mean, making me think, damn, this thing is going to be like a little more spacious this time around. And I loved Riptide last year, so I'm kind of curious to see what it is. Also, I feel like they're kind of lacking a little bit, in my opinion, right now on the Twitter game. If I'm gonna rip on Riptide, I feel like they're kind of lacking this year. I don't know. Where's Riptide? Oh, all these people are going to Riptide. Great. I don't care about these people. All right, they're probably nice people and everything, but whatever. Where is Riptide at? Where actually is Riptide? Is it Riptide SSB? Bet it is. Yep, and do it. Classic Smashers. Riptide SSB. All right. So, first off, where is it at? Oh, right here. You know, that's a nice thing. You know, it would have been really cool if I was in the promo and everything. You know, it would have been really cool if I was in the promo. But, you know, last year I commentated, but I mean, you know, whatever. Anywho. Toph and Liquid chilling. You know, they're pretty good commentators. Melee, you know, Melee's pretty good. Melee, okay. I think last year it was a hype event, but I think both, even though Smash Ultimate had the big highlight of the stage, I feel like personally the other two events were better. I didn't see any Splatoon, so I can't say too much, honestly. So that's unfortunate in my opinion. He did win Riptide last year, so that was nice. I think he did beat Tweak. I forgot. I thought Melee was hyper last year. He's gonna be really hyped this year too. IBDW is like crazy this past year. Riptide, not right. What's it called? Kega Salt popping his arm out of socket, isn't it? What he did? Dislocated his arm. I don't understand Splatoon enough to understand what the hype JG5, but we can definitely go see it. All right. Now, if you remember correctly, you remember that I did a video last year, Riptide, of like my journey, and that was fun. I won't lie, but this year, me and JG5 got a better idea, bigger, better idea, and you're gonna like the video we put out when it happens. So I'm just putting that out there, for you guys. The video's gonna be better this time of year. You explain everything before then? Okay. I bet you will. But Get to Kill's side event and everything, but they have not said the vendors or have they said the vendors? I don't think they've said the vendors or the commentators. So I don't know what kind of commentators and vendors are gonna be here. They are I think they're lacking, because last year I swear they were out beforehand. I swear it was out like way beforehand. I could be entirely wrong though. Let's go past. Let's go back to the past. We're gonna bring it all the way back. Yeah, they have not said anything, which is sad actually. Because Riptide was a great event last year. It was the event to be at last year. A fun time. So Riptide happens. What seems like the 11th, was it? The 10th, 11th. I can't remember what day it happened on. Had to happen on the 11th. 10th, 11th, 12th. Okay, 10th, 11th, 12th. Now, when they announce like commentators and vendors, so meet the group, meet the team. Yep. That's the team. TOs. That's all the TOs. That was like a couple days beforehand. Like 2 days, I think. Riptide commentators. The Splatoon commentators were announced the 6th. And then casters for, what's the Splatoon still? No, Melee, sorry. For Ultimate on the 5th. And I think Rivals got announced like way ahead of time. Yeah, well, Rivals got announced like the 30th. So you can even look back a year ago. That was like, what was that? So August 30th is when it was announced. And that was 2 weeks before it even happened. So Rivals acknowledged it 2 weeks before the event happened on a Monday. And they announced it a week up beforehand. And we're entering the week of Riptide. It seems like, well, they announced me just to spite it. Yeah, they probably announced it as I'm talking about this. And they still haven't announced it yet, which is like really weird, in my opinion. I think it's really weird. I don't know. I wouldn't think they'd be this behind on it. But I don't know. What do I know? I mean, I don't follow them, so. Oh, I do follow them. How did this not pop up? Yeah, they're gonna announce it today during the stream. That's what they're doing today. I feel it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I want to say two things. One, happy React Friday. We haven't had this in forever, so I mean, it's gonna be kind of fun. We're gonna get some other boys and girls in here later on. We're gonna watch some fun videos. And two, today's my little brother's birthday. So, woo! Let's go, little brother! This is his birthday today. So I think at some point I might have to go down there with them. Just for a little bit. So I'll let you guys know on that at least. But yeah. But today, this is React Friday. Obviously, I'm using videos you guys have and I have. Let's look right here. You see the section I have here? Shit the boys and I would watch. This is what I came up with. But some of these videos I've already watched. Like this video. This video. Well, have I? I don't think I've done that for that one. I've seen this one. Seen this one. Yep. And yeah. And this is where we're at. So we don't have to do all these videos, but you guys have videos for me as well. I saw. I was paying attention. So that's pretty cool as well. You put these in other places too. And we'll look at that. So we'll look at the my Discord real quick. And you know, I'm planning on doing a lot more Mario Kart tournament. Okay, hey, not tournaments. Here. So I'll tell you guys a few things real quick. Oh, the future we have right here. Yeah, I saw a bunch of videos you dumped in, Vivian. Thank you for that. So what I'm planning on doing is I'm gonna be playing a lot more Mario Kart. I kind of feel like I've kind of branched way too far out on the content I put out on my YouTube and everything, which isn't bad. Some videos do really well. Some videos just don't do amazing. And some videos are just like, I think the thing is, like, I've been told, and I've been on Reddit, and there's a Reddit thing I'll show you real quick, where people say my videos are great. But the thing is, I think, since my videos are great, it doesn't exactly always hit my audience. So maybe I need to kind of, you know, censor in a little bit more and actually focus on something. So I think Mario Kart's a good way to start. We're gonna do a lot more Mario Kart challenges and Mario Kart days and stuff like that. And then, I don't know, since YouTube is pretty big on Mario Kart too, maybe we'll find some other people along the way. Yeah. And that's the game plan. So here, I'll show you this real quick. So I posted a couple videos in this before. Where should I go here? New, yeah, I guess. So I posted like this video. I posted this video because I honestly do want feedback from it. I mean, the views sometimes hit, but most times the views aren't anything crazy. So like let's go back to my most recent video. A lot of people were saying in this video the camera was a little bit like weird, which is true. That was just because of the green screen, I believe. But a lot of people actually really liked they said it was really great, wholesome content, and the back and forth with you and your girlfriend were funny. The editing and music was really good. Talking about the camera, it was pretty much more editing on this topic. The fact that you and your girlfriend were having fun is the best point of the video, which is cool. The theme is original. I don't think the theme is original, if I'm being honest here. The editing is really high quality, but maybe personally I'd add a bit more editing of more shots of you and your girlfriend full screen. Yes. Yeah. So, as the person said, this is a video I would normally not watch, and I actually thoroughly enjoyed watching it. You have a very pleasant voice to listen to. People have also said I have a really enjoyable voice and everything, which is weird to think about, honestly. I know 26 commented, 2 reddited. Yeah, that's how it is, which is fine. It's just a small Reddit. It's not like I'm really looking for a lot of people to like my Reddit post, because everyone interacts with a video or two. I mean, I get just total views. Someone downvoted it, which is weird, but I mean, that's Reddit. I very much only limit the Reddit for a few things. This, I had the videos, and then like I see some things also. Hopefully nothing crazy comes up. Ludwig Reddit, Purdue. I think teenagers, and then Mario Strikers. I had to unsub this mainly because I think I had this when I was a teenager, or maybe I just joined it because it was like there. And that's about it though. I'm pretty sure. I mean, I can check it right here. Donald Glover, Hip Hop Heads, Kenny Beats, Ludwig, Mario Kart, Mario Strikers, Battle League, Multiverses, Paper Mario, Pokemon, Purdue, Rate My Band, Rivals of Ether, Small YouTube, Stardew Valley. So a lot of the games I'm really interested in, like Pokemon, r/teenagers content creator. That'd be kind of weird. I mean, I feel like it'd be really weird because I think it ages from 13 to 19, and I don't want to be kind of like the guy who's 22 going into that Reddit. I don't even really look at that Reddit anymore, but yeah. Oh, and DBZ, all this stuff I'm really interested in. I mean, I don't really go on Reddit like that. I don't like actually like go through Reddit a lot, but sometimes I'll see something funny. But yeah, I'm not a true Redditor. I don't want to be a true Redditor to begin with, exactly. So yeah. All right. I think that was all I want to say at first, really. So yeah. Let's look at this. All right, Vivian, I'm gonna use your. Of course, we gotta have a nice little Watch Mojo, don't we? Gotta love Watch Mojo. They always do us great here. All right, guys. So we're looking at the top. Here, I'm gonna move my camera or something like that. So right now we're looking at Watch Mojo's top 20 greatest Mario Kart tracks of all time. I love Mario Kart. We love Mario Kart. Mario Kart it up. Mario Kart it out. So yeah, we're gonna watch this real quick. So let me bring this down. There we go. Bam. All right. Mario Kart. Mario Kart.
Watch Mojo, and today we're counting.
This is like really bad. What the heck? Let's change this. Okay. There we go. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. That's our game, boys. That's us. That's us. We don't play Toad though. We don't play Toad.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 20 Mario Kart tracks.
All
For this
right.
list, we're looking at the most memorable.
All right. We all know they're going to put Rainbow Road for the Wii here. And here's my hot take about that. Rainbow Road for the Wii is not that great.
playable and/or
I just think it was
entertaining
hard, and that's the
courses in
reason why
these
people remember
go-kart
it. I
style
don't think it's the
racing
greatest
video
course, though.
games. What's your
It's just
favorite
memorable,
Mario
that's
Kart
it.
track? Be sure to
I
send
don't think
it
it's
off
that
in
great
the
of a course. I
comments.
think
Now
some
off to
Mario
the
Karts are
races.
better at the Rainbow Road. I hate Music Park, by the way.
Number 20, Wario's Gold
Okay,
Mine.
well, of course Wario's
Mario
Gold
Kart
Mine is gonna
Wii
be here.
And Mario Kart.
So there's 20 tracks in this, and I think the thing is that at least like, I think there'll be 8. There's gonna be 8 Wii tracks in here because the Wii is like the most memorable. It's the most successful Nintendo console, other than the Game Boy. So there's gonna be like 8 of them in here. Will Baby Park be a part of this? There's a good chance Baby Park will be in this. There's a great chance. I think Excite Bike's gonna be a part of this as well.
Only someone as greedy as Wario would own a mining operation as extravagant as this. Although, we'll let him have it because it makes for a pretty thrilling course with its roller coaster-esque design. While
It's a
the
cool
first half
design.
of
I
the
just don't like
track
playing on
isn't
it.
much to worry about, the real chaos occurs midway.
Hey, get
when
out of
you
here,
find
subscribe.
yourself driving
Unless you're trying to
alongside
subscribe
the
to
fortified mine
dreamsWGH, that's
carts.
different though.
Running into
Go ahead and do
these
that.
could cost you the race if you're not careful. But in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, you can use them to boost your way through, leaving everyone
Yeah,
in
this
the
course
dust.
is definitely better
Plus,
in this.
that catchy
This course is
tune
definitely
makes
better
Wario's
in the new
Gold Mine
version.
a
It's just
favorite
that
for anyone.
it's just still not that great of a course, in my opinion. I don't know. I don't think many people disagree with me here.
Hey everyone, I just want to take a moment to talk
No,
about
no,
today's
we're getting
sponsor,
added.
Zuba.
We're getting added. Get out of here. Get out of here. Go. Go. Watch Mojo. How could you do this to us?
Mario
I
Kart
knew it.
8 Deluxe.
I knew Excite Bike
How
would be in
nice
here.
to
I told
see
you.
old
I told
dogs
you
like
Excite Bike would
Mario
be in
Kart
here.
pay tribute
All
to
the
one
basic
oldest
courses of
racing
Mario Kart are gonna be in
franchises.
here,
Based off of the
except
NES
for 3
game
courses.
Excite Bike. Excite
3 courses that are not basic are to be in here. Rainbow Road for the Wii, Koopa Cape, which isn't it crazy hard, and I also think like a Boo course will be here.
Bike Arena sees racers drive around a pretty straightforward course consisting
Never,
of
I'll never
ramps,
get that
zippers,
extension.
and mud. However, it isn't this simplicity that gets the track on this list. What makes Excite Bike Arena so special is how the layout of the track changes every time you load in. Now,
This is
it
true.
is obvious that the same segments are rearranged, but it's enough to keep you on your toes.
Not even. How does it react to it?
Number 18, Koopa Cave. Mario Kart
I told you,
Wii
Koopa.
and
I
Mario
told
Kart
you,
7.
Koopa Cape is gonna be on here. It makes. I'm already guessing all these correctly. I'm very good at this because I know the
this
simple
really
minds
a
of Mario
racetrack,
Kart.
or is
Or
this
Mario Kart
actually a
casuals.
ride
Mario
in a
Kart
water
casuals
park?
are really easy to get. Very easy.
We're more inclined to believe the latter as Koopa Cape turns the race into a thrill ride that will have you soaked. After jumping ramps and avoiding Goombas, drivers will land into a rushing river that boosts your speed before plummeting you down.
I will
a
admit,
large
Koopa
green
Cape is
pipe.
actually a fun
Inside,
course,
you'll get
though.
to
It's a very fun
experience the
course.
race
I will not lie.
underwater and blast past Cheep Cheeps and electrical spinners. As soon as you get out, you get to witness a massive waterfall that lies just behind
I think this
the
course will be
finish
actually
line.
pretty good
It's
on Mario
almost
Kart,
surprising that
and
we
Mario Kart 8
managed to
Deluxe.
put
It's
on
gonna
a
come out. I know it
spectacle
is.
Such as this. Number 17,
Mm-hmm.
Sunshine Airport, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe.
All right, Sunshine
Who knew
Airport is a
racing
great
through
course,
an
though.
airport could be
It's
such
the
a
only
grand
it's the only airport
experience?
course, so I mean it
Sunshine
makes sense
Airport
for it's
is either
actually
one
in
of the
here.
coolest
Very
or
unique,
clumsiest
very unique
courses
course.
put together, as you'll be speeding through a baggage claim, runways, and even inside a plane. On top of that, there's a part in the course where as you're descending, the plane flies over your head. Whoever gave clearance clearly wants you dead. But then again, whose idea was it to hold a race?
They got
at an
some witty
airport
humor in
currently
here, huh?
Operation?
I have to
Cool
listen to this guy
concept,
come with some
but
jokes.
May not be the safest thing.
In
Still,
Watch Mojo, do you have to be kind of funny to be like a person who's doing the voices and everything, the voice recordings? I wonder how deep is Watch Mojo. I'm actually really curious about that. Like, I mean, they have a few voice voice actors, but like, how many people are part of Watch Mojo is the real question.
It's cool. Number 16.
Yep, Bowser's Castle.
Mario Kart 64 and Mario Kart Wii. The Koopa King has had the pleasure or resentment.
Watch Mojo makes a makes a Dragon Ball video like every day. They do? Watch Mojo makes a Dragon Ball video like every day? Really? You know, that makes sense. I guess it's still constantly getting updated with Super and the manga and everything. It makes sense. Makes sense. What I also want to put out here is that how many courses is that for Wii so far? Where are we at?
Of them all, the Bowser Castle from Mario Kart 64 stands out for its more horrific atmosphere. With its
Yeah,
ominous
I mean,
music,
it's. I
dark
think.
corridors, and
If I'm being
maniacally
honest,
laughing
if I'm being honest, I think Mario Kart 8 Deluxe has the best Bowser Castle. Now maybe this is the graphics, but I think it's actually really fun. It feels like how grand of a King Bowser really is, honestly.
swamps. Many children who
Just
played
constant
this
videos
probably
like
didn't
top
sleep
40
given
Goku
how
moments.
haunting the experience was in the
This was pretty
beginning.
good.
While the track was toned down a bit for Mario Kart Wii, it is still a challenging course that can break or burn you.
This
So
course is
tread
not that
lightly.
hard. Bro, that's an easy ass turn right there.
Number 15.
TikTok clock?
Mario Kart DS and Mario Kart 8 Deluxe.
Bro, they're just putting like.
Yes,
All right.
this pain.
I feel like they're just putting courses from Mario Kart 8 and then courses that came from a previous series that also got into Mario Kart 8. That's what I feel like. I guess realistically, any course that has put in multiple Mario games is iconic enough.
The
So
warp pipe from Super Mario 64.
this is that I
returns
see
to be
their
a
point
pain in
here,
the
but
Mario
still, I don't
Kart
think this course is
series.
that great.
But we're not saying that's a bad thing. If you're looking for a challenge, TikTok Clock is filled with moving parts that could disrupt your driving, knock you off the track, or send you into a stray banana peel or
True.
green shell. Although there are a few areas where you can use the hands and gears to boost you closer to the finish line. In short, TikTok Clock may give us a hard time, sometimes more than we'd like, but we can't deny that it's an inventive and memorable location in the Super Mario franchise.
Very true.
Number 14, Yoshi Circuit.
Okay.
Mario Kart Double Dash.
I'll agree with this. Yoshi Circuit actually is a pretty memorable course. I'm not a big fan. I think a lot of the courses are memorable. I'm not a huge fan of. I mean, like I said, I suck at racing this course, but Yoshi as an outline is pretty dope. Not gonna lie. Are they just like using emulator footage from DS without even cropping the Windows UI out?
Mario
You know,
Kart
you're
DS.
right.
No. Gears to boost you close.
Yeah, they didn't crop it out. You're right. They did use like a Dolphin or whatever that is, or whatever emulator that
Closer
is.
to the finish line. In short, TikTok Clock may give us Kart 8 Deluxe. Notice anything peculiar about this track? Yep. It's outlined in the shape of a Yoshi. However,
Whoa!
this course isn't as friendly as the adorable green dino, and we're not just talking about the few piranha plants that inhabit the area. Yoshi Circuit holds a few sneaky shortcuts to cut your time.
Yeah,
But
the
those
course is
racing with a
actually
little more
loaded
honor
difficult,
will
not gonna
find a
lie.
ton of
There's some hard
that
turns
might
in
be
Yoshi's
tricky to land.
Yoshi
You'll
Circuit.
find yourself constantly drift boosting. Go too fast though, and you could be bumping into a wall. It's a track that seems so simple, yet turns out to be a little tougher than we anticipated.
Well, I mean, it's a map shaped out of Yoshi. You don't expect so much, you know. Yoshi's like a really weird body.
Number 13, Big Blue.
Yeah, Big
Mario
Blue.
Kart 8 Deluxe.
All right, so if Big Blue was in this game, is Mute Ace in this game too, or Mute City? Is Mute City in this game? I mean, in this list too. Mute City has to be in this list. So Mute City, Animal Crossing, the Animal Crossing circuit level. Hyrule Castle, that's 3. What else? Big Park's gonna be in here. We already know that's 4. Rainbow Road for the Wii, that's 5. I want to guess at least like 2 more in here. Toad Harbor is gonna be in there. That's 7 or 6. Sorry. Give me another one. Let me think of another one. Rainbow Road for the N64 is gonna be in that too. That's 7. What else could there be? I want to guess one more. I think I'm right. I'm trying to think of another iconic course. Dolphin Shoals. Dolphin Shoals. That's 8. There's another one.
Night Bike wasn't the only classic Nintendo racing series to get a respectful nod from Mario Kart. Released as DLC when Mario Kart 8 was on the Wii U, Big Blue made its way from the F-Zero franchise and onto the Bell Cup as its final
F-Zero
course.
franchise is never coming back, by the way. I want to put that
adrenaline
out
came
there.
Rushing through our
Never
veins
coming
as
back.
soon as the music came on. In true F-Zero fashion, this version of Big Blue provides an exhilarating experience with zippers, tight turns, and corkscrews, and you can do
I like
it
Big
all
Blue
in the
more than Mute
comfort
City,
of a Blue
if I'm being
Falcon.
honest.
And to top it all off, the results screen theme is replaced with the one from the first F-Zero game, and they did the same for the equally thrilling Mute City
This Big
track.
Blue is like the last what's it called? Wait, they cut Mute City too? That's Mute City. What are they doing?
Number 12.
Oh, Calamari Desert.
Mario Kart 64.
Hey, they gotta update this. That says Mario Kart 64 and Mario Kart 7. Calamari Desert is one of my favorite courses from those series, from both those games. But as you know, it's currently in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe now, so they gotta update this video. They'll update this video once all the DLC is released. I know they will. They gotta get some content out there, you know.
In Mario Kart 7. It isn't as complex as the other tracks on the list, but Calamari Desert holds a special place in our hearts. Is it because of the simple cruise through the desert, the smooth Western-style music that evokes the visual?
It is a fun course.
Riding into the sunset?
I love this course.
Nah, it's seeing all those fools get hit by the trains. It's a riot being the only one to escape the rail crossing just as the train approaches, and hearing the cries of every victim who found themselves at the end.
It
of
is
a
fun that
cow
there's
catcher.
people who cry about it, but the thing is now it's like a little different. They told you not to ride on the tracks, now you can ride on the tracks, which is cool.
Number 11, Yoshi Valley.
Yoshi Valley
Mario
sucks.
Kart
This is the one of the worst
64
course
and
ever.
Mario Kart 8 Deluxe.
If
It's
you were to
arguably the
eliminate
hardest
like
course
3 of the
Mario
routes
Kart
in Yoshi
64,
Valley,
and not for the reason that would make the course hard. It
honestly,
isn't hard solely because
the course is like really
porcupines that
way
inhabit
better.
The most inconvenient spots, or the giant egg that can squish you towards the end. No, it's hard because of how the course is divided into different paths. It's so complex that the N64 couldn't tell who was actually in first. And so, everyone's
It is really
placeholders are
complex.
replaced
It's pretty
with
easy to choose
question
in
marks.
first, though.
Luckily, this got sorted out in Mario Kart 8, and the track got a tad wider and a little less littered in porcupines.
thank God. There's a pretty sick Kart 64 texture pack that came out recently. Really? Huh. Send that to me. I want to see how it looks like.
Number 10, Baby Park. Mario Kart Double Dash.
We knew it.
Mario
We knew
Kart
Baby Park was
DS,
gonna be here.
And Mario Kart
Terrible
8
course, but we knew it was
Deluxe.
going to be here, though.
And here we have one of the most chaotic tracks to ever appear in the series, and one of the smallest. Racers merely dash around an oval-shaped track, but the danger doesn't lie in the track itself. The real threat is the other drivers. This is a course where first place will be overlapping several racers, which means they're
You know, the only thing I can say about this is that I'm glad it's 10th place. I'm glad this is it's 10th place. If it was top 5, oh, I'll be so heated. People think about this course. That's the thing. You said this is not Mario Kart. Okay, this is the thing. People think of this course when they think of Mario Kart, bro. They always think of this course. And Rainbow Road, and Bowser
liable
Castle,
to get hit by
and like
almost
Mushroom
anything.
Gorge
It
is going to
isn't
be in
so
this. My bad.
rambunctious in
Mushroom
Mario
Gorge is
Kart
going to be on
8,
here.
But in Double Dash and DS, Baby Park becomes an absolute madhouse. Of course, we wouldn't want it.
Maybe
any other
even
way.
Maple Treeway. Maple Treeway might be next, honestly.
Number 9, DK Mountain.
DK Mountain,
Mario Kart
really?
Double Dash and Mario Kart Wii.
I mean, I guess DK Mountain. Like, I didn't really think of it. I guess because it's like there already is a DK place in the newest one. So I guess there's so many DK courses in every game. Then you forget which each DK course is in that game. You know. Imagine this course but scaled up by 5. Oh, what the baby park? Yeah, that'd be really crazy. That'd be really crazy. Ace, yo, my boy. What's up, man? What's up, Ace? How you doing tonight? We're watching the top 20 greatest Mario Kart tracks of all time.
Number 9.
I know you're a Mario
DK
Kart fan,
Mountain,
Ace.
Mario
I know you're a
Kart
Mario
Double
Kart fan,
Dash,
so you can
and
watch with
Mario
us.
Kart Wii.
I'm doing good, my man. I'm doing good. It's been a long week, but everything's all
Anyone who
good
has
though.
played Double Dash knows
I'm having a fun
exactly why
time.
DK
We're just
Mountain
relaxing.
is so
You know,
high
so you're
up.
gonna relax in
Please
your
direct
nice little
attention to
Friday night with
Exhibit
us
A,
and watch a couple
the
of
barrel
videos that
cannon
come through.
Sits near the start of the race. This behemoth launches you to the top
Ace,
of an
tell me right
angry
now,
volcano where
what's Mario Kart track you think is gonna be number 1 in the top 20 greatest Mario Kart tracks of all time? What do you think? What track is number 1? All right, I'll let you guess it. Cause I have my guess. I'm pretty sure number 1, even though I don't agree with it, it's gonna be Mario Kart Rainbow Road, the Wii version. The Wii version is gonna be number 1.
you'll have to
That's what I
carefully
think.
descend while avoiding massive boulders.
Everyone
It's pretty
talks about it.
treacherous to traverse, to say the least, and one slip on the banana peel could send you falling into a pit or off the rickety bridge. So you best tread lightly and enjoy being hurled to a volcano.
Tread lightly, baby. Tread lightly. That's what they said back then. All right, let's see.
Number 8.
Told you.
Animal Crossing.
Told you Animal
Mario
Crossing is gonna be
Kart
in there.
8 Deluxe. The last thing the world of Animal Crossing needs is the shouting and cursing of friends trying to fight for first place. And
Nah,
yet
people get
Nintendo
so
went
pissed at
ahead
Animal
and
Crossing.
added
Animal
it into
Crossing
Mario Kart 8,
stands
and
are
what
pretty
a
interesting.
pleasant, relaxing drive.
Animal Crossing stands are like so judgmental of each person in Animal Crossing. They'll call somebody dead ugly, and they'll look at that one guy. Who was it? Which Animal Crossing character was it? Who am I thinking of? It was that one cat, that stupid cat that everyone loved. Not her, all right. I looked at Anka. Not her, definitely not her. Who am I thinking of? What is his stupid name? What's that one cat, the sophisticated cat that everyone loved? Oh, I hated that cat. I think he's the stupidest. He's one of the stupidest ones. Cole is pretty awesome. I like Cole. I forget his name. I'm probably passed him up. What is his name? Oh, that's my girl, Kat. I loved her. That's my girl. Lily was nice. Was it Raymond? I was gonna... Silver, I promised you. I know you said Raymond. I was about to call you if I couldn't figure it out, actually. I was literally going to call you for no reason. Like, hey, can you tell me who it is? And you would have told me. And I'm like, thanks. And then hung up on you. That's exactly what I was about to do. Not going to lie to you. I was going to reach out to you and ask for it. This heifer. All right, this motherfucker. I don't know what it was for Animal Crossing stands, but they love this guy for no particular reason. This guy's the most smuggiest person ever. I don't. What is wrong with him standing this guy? This is like the worst. I would beat him up if I came up to me and he started talking to me. If I was at work doing my worky work and everything like that, you know, typing it up, and he came behind me, it was like, huh, seems like you're really busy there, buddy. Or what is his lines? He says some stupid ass lines. I know he does. If he came up to me and started talking to me, I would try and end the conversation as fast as I could and get the hell out of here. I don't trust Raymond, bro. I don't trust him. Do not trust him. Anywho. Coconut Mall is my best guess. Okay. If I don't pick Rainbow Road. Okay. I actually forgot about Coconut Mall. I totally forgot about Coconut Mall. Coconut Mall is like number 2. I also said that they're going to pick 8 courses that are Mario Kart Wii. I don't know where we're at now, but I think we're pretty damn close.
Characters from the delightful franchise, such as Tom Nook, KK Slider, and even Mr. Rossetti.
I think we're like 7.
Towards the end
so
of
it's
the
like
track.
what? Yeah, we're
What's
gonna get
even
hit.
more amusing is how the course changes seasons every time it loads. Summer, spring, fall, or
that is a
winter,
cool feature.
this
The Animal Crossing course is very good.
Adaptation of the series, and it only makes us wish there were more crossover courses.
You are saying that they're gonna pick the very first Mario Kart circuit from the SNES game. There is no way in hell that they're picking that course. I'm not entirely sure they're gonna pick an SNES course to begin with. I don't think they're gonna pick, unless it's Rainbow Road for SNES. That's the only course I can think of. They're not gonna pick an SNES course.
Number 7, Music Park.
Music Park, of course. Music Park is a very notable course.
Of all the courses that
but I don't like it.
in Mario Kart
I don't
7,
like it.
This
I don't like
was
anything from the
by
Lightning Cup
far
of this
the
game.
Music Park is exactly what
I don't
you would
like anything
assume,
Lightning Cup.
An entire course themed around music, and it's
Is it Lightning? It's
insanely
Lightning Cup, I think.
imaginative. There are sections where you'll race
Unless it's
across
Bowser's
piano
Castle's
keys
in it,
and
but I like
xylophones,
Bowser's Castle.
playing notes in the process, and giant music notes dancing along to the track's tune.
Vivian,
Even the
he does have a
piranha plants are
point.
jamming
Yeah.
out.
Vivian
But
does have a
that
point.
doesn't mean they won't take a bite out of your cart.
He does have a point in
Overall,
nostalgia
this
factor, but
course
I just don't
is
think. I
outstanding
really
for
don't
the
think they're
time,
picking
and
SNES
you
at
may be
all.
thinking about it well
I can't think
after
of it. I think
the
it's
race.
a single why they would. Nostalgia is always a big thing in Mojo, though. So there is a pick there. Let's see.
Number 6, Coconut
There's
Mall.
Coconut Mall.
Mario
Coconut
Kart
Mall's number
Wii
6 right
and
there.
Mario Kart
Ace.
7.
Good try though. Good try. Top 6 though. You did a good job. Top 6. Silver, pick a course. Silver, pick a course. I need you to pick a course,
As
brother.
we've seen on the list, Mario Kart Wii has had a wealth of great courses, but none of them came close to being as creative and jaunty as Coconut Mall. This was
is
where
true.
players could bullet
Coconut
past
Mall is a really good
shops
course.
using fountains and greenery for jump boosts before exiting to the parking lot. Speaking of which, the parking lot may give you some
They really should.
trouble.
Yeah, you are right. They should. I knew you were gonna pick. They should make a Coconut Mall. That'd be really cool. Bro, people would walk in and be like, oh my god, guys, I'm at Coconut Mall. I've seen like gamers do that, like Smash players to be exact. You're like, bro, this is like real life Smash. Bro, that waterfall, like Niagara Falls, actually reminds me of Battlefield from Smash Ultimate. Something like that.
Cars can't decide if they want to park over
Down Down Jungle would never make it in.
At least it gives you a reason to curse out.
I actually don't like Down Down Jungle either. I think that course is kind of hard. And it's not that fun.
Number 5, Mount Wario.
All right, this is one of the best courses in the entire game, bro. Mount Wario is so good. A great course. I love Mount Wario. I've not met a single person who does not like Mount Wario. Mount Wario is so iconic. A ski summit and you're skating down the whole entire time. That's so awesome, bro. It's just a great course.
Mario
Win or
Kart
lose.
8 Deluxe. When you start the race off by jumping out of a plane, you know this is going to be good.
Yeah, exactly. You know it's going to be good. You know it's going to be good. You know you're going to have a fun time.
Icy mountain filled with tricky turns, ramps, and
they just released they should release Mount Wario but backwards. You're going incline the whole time. With Mario Kart 8 physics, it probably could be easy.
Grand in its scope and finale.
You're just going, what's it called? Just doing the anti-gravity a lot of the times.
Tournaments and game nights. Heck, it even makes us want to take a ski trip. Number 4, Waluigi Pinball.
How did I forget about this course? I really forgot about Waluigi Pinball. I entirely forgot Waluigi Pinball. Entirely. It's a great course, though.
Mario Kart DS and Mario Kart 7.
I'm not sure why I forgot about it, though.
Waluigi doesn't
it's a very iconic
love.
course.
The guy has one of the
my best friend Anthony talks about it all the time. Anthony, if you're watching right now, this is your course, bro. You love you love some Waluigi Pinball, bro.
As racers blast through a pinball table, kicking off by throwing them all through the chute. From there, players will enjoy a symphony of 8-bit sounds, neon lights, and massive pin.
So you said, to be honest, after playing this course in the DLC, I don't see the hype other than in the music. Okay, so here's the thing. I feel like this course exactly isn't as... It can be perceived as isn't as hype as previous iterations because for two reasons. One, we've already had it in the past twice, and it's already a good course, and it's also like a fun, a original idea of a pinball, almost like casino-like. And two, we kind of have a similar course with the bright lights and everything, with this exact same art aesthetic that goes on. Electrodome, for a prime example. Electrodome was awesome when it released. Everyone loved Electrodome. Great course. It's pretty fun. The only issue is that it wasn't like, it wasn't a casino. It was like a huge club party. And kind of Waluigi Pinball can actually be like pretty close to that. The whole party, clubbing, gambling aspect. So I see that's why people might think that or feel that in a lot of ways. But also it just came really late. And I also think DLC Wave 2 has been better than Wave 1 by a lot. It's just a straight shot other than when you have to get crushed by balls. Kind of true. Gambling confirmed in Mario Kart. Bro, I would gamble a Mario Kart if I could. If it was a gambling side mission or game mode in this game, I'd be so into it. I know I would. What did you say?
If
you hear that?
We could have gotten this remade. Some boxes have their sound effects changed to accommodate the pinball theme. If only we could have gotten this remade for Deluxe.
My man Watch Mojo works for Nintendo secretly, bro. My man from Watch Mojo works secretly for Nintendo. He knew it was coming. He knew secretly. Does he know? What is he cooking?
3.
Yes! Oh my god, I told you this course is amazing. This course is so good, bro. I'm glad they actually did it. I told you guys this course is so good.
Castle, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe.
Yes.
Yes, we know we already gave a spot to a Bowser Castle track on this
Doesn't
list.
matter. This one's the better
We had
one.
to put this one in for a few reasons. For starters, it is the hardest of the Bowser Castle courses.
Is it really? I don't think it's the hardest Bowser Castle. I can't think of the rest of them, but I don't think it's I think the Wii one's harder.
Utilizing more tight turns, more fiery hazards, and a colossal Bowser statue that can literally shake a portion of the course. It is also marvelously assembled with its anti-gravity sections and how it jumbles the track together in a chaotic manner only Bowser would appreciate. In other words, it isn't just a difficult course, it's a haunting and lethal
And then the airship right there, I've never noticed that, by the way. The airship right there, you see that? Bro, this is the most Bowser-esque course ever. Imagine Mario fighting Bowser in this place. That'd be so sick. This is so sick. Such a sick course. This course against level 40,000 Japanese lobbies, or I'm sure you like meant points. Japanese 40,000 VR Japanese lobbies is a nightmare. I imagine it could be actually.
Castle made for a Koopa King.
This is a very Koopa King level. All right. So last two courses, Rainbow Road for Rainbow Road for the Wii. And what do you guys think the last one is? Rainbow Road for the Wii is going to be in there for sure. If I had to make a hunch, a complete guess, it's either between Maple Treeway or Mushroom Gorge. I think it's two Wii courses as number 1 and 2. I'm very much trying to think what it is, because I don't think it's gonna be like some nostalgia course. I don't think it is. I won one time in a lobby like that on this course in 200cc by turning in auto steering. That's fair.
Number 2.
Oh yes, I did say Hyrule Circuit earlier. Yes, I did say that.
Mario Kart 8 Deluxe.
Hey. Oh, the pretzel. Thank you. I did say Hyrule Circuit.
Forgotten about Hyrule Circuit. This wasn't just another excuse.
So I mean that makes sense to
other
me.
Nintendo franchise either.
Aside
from
kind of
Hyrule
revoke what I
Castle and a
said.
few Zelda characters,
Everyone loves Zelda though.
Circuit is special because
except
how
me,
it
really. I
evokes the
guess.
same spirit
Everyone
of
else loves
adventure,
Zelda.
That sense of mystery and curiosity that the Zelda games bring. It all shows midway into the course when you must collide with 3 crystals in order to uncover
Yeah, that's a
ramp
fun
that allows
time
you
to get
run into
the Master Sword going.
Needless to say, any Zelda fan would be grinning ear to ear from the sight of this.
Yeah, Zelda fans love this course. All Zelda fanboys. All right, number 1 is Rainbow Road. We all know it.
Be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell.
I'm gonna walk away because I know I'm right.
Videos. You have the option to be notified for a switch on notification.
Them. Look,
What?
we simply couldn't put all of them as separate entries here. At that point, the list would be.
They put all Rainbow Roads?
Put all of them. Rainbow Road. All of them. Look, we simply couldn't put all of them as separate entries
Well, I
here.
did say
At that
some
point,
other
the
ones.
list would be top 10 Rainbow Roads. Hey, there's an idea. Each one brings something special to the table, whether it be through fancy
Bro,
launcher.
it said all Rainbow Roads. There's no way, bro. They can't just do that. They can't do that, bro. That means every other course before this one. That means Legend of Zelda actually was like number 9th instead. Bro, they can't do that. They can't do that. They're not all first place. A lot of them aren't that great.
Shooting stars,
Like
flying
Rainbow
trains,
Road for the
or
GameCube's
littering
pretty
the
good.
course with
The
chip
DS
chomps.
one's kind of
What they all
fun.
have in common, however, is how they make a great
This one is not fun. It's just memorable. One's not fun. A fun course.
of your
It's just
journey in
iconic. That's
mastering
it.
Mario Kart. It isn't just an exceptionally difficult
Especially this one. This one sucks. This is I think it might be the worst one. This one actually sucks. You can't.
course.
They need to rank all the Rainbow Roads. That's a whole new video for them. Rank every single Rainbow Road in the game.
But a celebration of
in the
your
Mario Kart
endeavors.
series. That's a new video
and
for them.
That is what makes each Rainbow Road so exciting.
This is I told you, this is not even a Rainbow Road. This is a sky station that just happens to have different colors. Oh my god, this is not Rainbow Road.
In the mood for more awesome gaming content?
No, I'm not.
Be sure to check out this video here on Mojo
Stop
Plays.
talking to me. What do they say in the comments? Honestly, 3DS Rainbow Road is one of my favorites, the most gorgeous tracks I've ever played. The list seems fine, except I would replace some tracks with Grumble Volcano. Not true. Maple Treeway. Good idea. These two ones, not really at all. I don't think they're memorable enough. There's way too much focus on 8DX and not near enough attention for 7. Here's the thing, 7 was great, but I don't think I mean, it's the best one, like, when mechanically lies. But I think, I don't know, I gotta think about it some more. I gotta think about that sentence some more. Here's the thing, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is like the ultimate Mario Kart game. You can't say that there's too much focus on it. It has, at this point, and this is over a year ago, At this point in time, Mario Kart 8 is the best Mario Kart game by far. And whoever argues that says Wii. The only reason Wii is good now is because of all the mods and all the stuff they've added to it. And then playing online. That's the only reason people can say Wii now. They did. As some people say for Smash Bros. References, it is the Melee of Mario Kart. It is literally the Melee of Mario Kart. They also say that for they say Smash players say when there's a huge game series, oh, it's the Melee of whatever series it is. Like for example, Mario Power Tennis. Oh, it's the Melee of the Mario Tennis series. Paper Mario. Oh, Thousand Year Door is the Melee of the Paper Mario series. I've even heard what's it called? Strikers. I've heard Strikers recently. Oh, you know, Strikers is the latest. What's it called? The Strikers in the Wii. Is like the Melee of the Strikers series. I guess, man. I guess that's true. What do I know though? Anywho, Melee is whoa. Season 2 Dreams is the Melee of season Dreams, of all the Dreams season. That's what you guys are gonna say in like a year from now. I'm like in season 4. Oh, season 2 Dreams is the Melee of Dreams, bro. You should have been there at that time. Fun time. Anyway, we're gonna look at more videos here. I think we should go to Pokemon though. Well, actually, no. We'll stay on Mario Kart for a little bit. There was something else I think I saw. I mean, we can look at the mod pack you just sent real quick. So Vivian was talking about there's like a texture pack that they have in the Mario Kart 64. Here's this. We'll look at this real quick.
Hey man, I heard you like mods.
What's
Well,
this?
check this one out. Andrad's Mario Kart 64 HD is a very unique texture pack because the game uses
Oh, it's
sprites rather than
HD.
models.
Oh,
the
wow.
N64 couldn't render all 8
Oh.
racers at once, so the developers
polished,
used a technique
no
similar to Donkey
polygons.
Kong Country to get away with billboarded
Yeah.
textures instead. This is a double-edged sword for modders. In a way, it's easier to replace the characters because it can be done through custom textures alone. N64 models are still very hard to replace, and emulators will crash if the
Who
file
is this
size is even
talking?
slightly higher than the
Oh, it's
original.
Narelle.
So
Okay,
outside
I was like, I recognize his voice. Yeah.
PC ports, you're basically stuck using the old models. Sprites allow you to bypass all of that, but the challenge is that you now have to replace thousands of renders for every frame of animation.
Hey,
Each
yo!
individual racer has over 1,000 sprites, many of which are split in half when dumping, resulting in about 1,800 textures that need to be replaced per character to cover every possible angle. It's an insane workload to take on. Andrad and a few friends started by
Why would they
creating
do this to
character models
themselves?
that would be faithful to their
I
mid-90s
understand.
looks, very much like the Render 96 project did for Mario 64.
Hey, yo! Look
Because
at
these
him go.
are iconic characters with long-established looks, it took numerous drafts to get satisfying models. The animations had to be precisely timed for the frames to match up with the originals, which Andrad accomplished by
I can't
animating
imagine
the
having to do
models with
the
old
crashing
render
part.
frames in
That
the
would
background as the
suck.
guide.
That's
The
a lot of
master
frames
file
right
was set
there.
up with lighting tweaked to resemble the old renders closely, then used to handle the exports for all character models. Because the workload was so massive, a script had to be created by Ghostly Dark to automate the splitting and formatting of the texture files. It's pretty amazing to rotate the camera.
What happens if
around and
you?
see the
Okay, what
seamless
happens if
results.
you have a
Your
texture
brain-
pack and you take a picture off, like a texture picture off? What happens? Does that frame just like change real quickly to the original, or is it different? I'm
I
curious.
remember the characters always looking like
I don't know how
this,
texture
but
packs
disabling
work.
the textures reveals how much worse they were, and not just because of the resolution. I prefer the new models and poses themselves to the old versions. The one exception might be Peach, whose face looks a little weird, but that's just how she looked in promo materials at the time, and Andrat wanted every model to be accurate. Kamek was originally going to be in the game before being replaced by Donkey Kong,
But it depends,
and
that
Andrat
makes
went through the
sense.
trouble of restoring
Maybe
him
the game
as a
crashes,
character
I
as
don't know.
well. This option hasn't been released yet, but it goes to show how thorough the project was that the beta elements were covered. The environments have also been retextured, but this isn't quite as interesting to me as the render work. The textures were chipped in by a team of contributors, and there's a lot of variation between different surfaces. Some
Let's
objects have
go.
the same smooth, plastic-like render quality as the drivers, which looks
Mario
great,
Kart 64 was
while
pretty
others
fun,
are
though,
very
I'm not
rough
gonna lie.
and photo-based, and some objects look like they haven't been updated at all. Some of the photos are restorations of the original stock sources, which is always neat to see, but uncompressed images
Hey,
usually don't fit well
yo!
with N64 graphics. It looks like some blending layers were applied to mitigate that. The speed you fly through the levels with makes it harder to notice these textures, but I still think there's a bit of a quality gulf between these and the character renders. I'm not too inclined to revisit Mario Kart 64 these days.
Wait,
but
how did Yoshi get hit right there?
Renders. I'm not too inclined.
What did Yoshi get hit by? They just crashed into him? Was that a thing in Mario Kart 64? I can't remember.
These days, but the pack made it surprisingly fun to dive back into. After getting so used to Mario Kart 8, it's kind of refreshing that you can hold first place without getting pelted by a constant hail of blue shells. It's a quaint, dusty little game, but it holds up, and I still haven't gotten over how eye-poppingly good these new renders look. If you want to try the pack, you can download it the old-fashioned way, or you can get it from Rosalie's auto-installer, which is the same solution I released Majora's Mask HD with. One caveat is that you need to use a Mupen to play Grand Prix mode, since Project 64 crashes by the second or third race. It's frail, 32-bit hard, apparently unable to handle the buildup of so many HD sprites. And Mupen isn't in the installer just yet. So for now, I'd recommend manually downloading the pack and Rosalie's Mupen build from the links in the description.
Yes, sir.
If you really want to use Project 64, you can still do battle and time trials.
You can? That's kind of sick,
Speaking of,
actually.
is this a good time to mention that Nintendo's premium $50 service still can't do this? No?
Okay, then. I won't. Doon.
Kevin.
Oh, I don't want to watch this. I don't want to watch this guy. No, I'm good. I'm straight. I'm cool. Anywho, I think there was a video I kind of want to watch again. Where would I want to watch myself. Oh, this one. The least most popular Mario Kart game. I was curious about this.
I asked 10,000 people to rank their favorite.
Okay. I don't know. I think this would be kind of cool video. I don't know about you guys. What is the least most popular Mario Kart game? Mario game to begin with, not Mario Kart.
I asked 10,000 people to rank their favorite
10,000
favorite Mario games.
How do
In
you get
this
many
video,
people?
we'll be taking a look at what they picked.
Oh,
which
okay.
out of the 19 main series Mario games are the most and least popular?
What are all the main series
Well,
Mario
let's
games?
find out. But first, I've got an announcement. The
Oh,
brand
God.
new TGD. Okay, sir.
So, what do you think the number one Mario game is? I think. I guess it's an original Mario game. I think. I don't know. Super Mario Bros. 3 was really good. I really enjoyed Super Mario Bros. 3. I think that's the best 2D platform Mario game. Super Mario World was great, but I feel like Super Mario Bros. 3 just like it captured Mario way better as a character. You think so it's not Paper Mario though. It's just Mario games. If it was Paper Mario, I think yeah. I think it's hella biased, but yeah. I think it's just regular Mario games. Am I wrong? Let's see.
So the first step
Paper
was to
Mario,
create
different
a survey
series.
for people to answer.
Yeah,
But
look, it's a
before
lot of
that,
Super Mario.
What even counts as a main series Mario game?
Oh, here.
What should I include in the survey? Games like Super Mario Bros. Or Super Mario Odyssey are obviously Mario games. But what about games where it's not so easy to draw the line, like the original Yoshi's Island?
Okay, do you guys think Super Mario World 2, Yoshi's Island is a Mario game? It was different than any Mario game because you're playing as Yoshi. But it is Super Mario World, you know. I would count. Would I count it? I don't think I would count it.
For instance,
I don't think I would count
it was marketed as Super Mario World 2, but it doesn't feel like a Mario game. Then there's Super Mario.
I feel like that game was marketed as Super Mario World 2. It's just to show the fact that it's Mario, and it's not like a. Cause like let's think about it. This is so old, and then people like know who Mario are at this point. But if they said Yoshi's Island, not enough people know who Yoshi is. Some people didn't play Super Mario World to begin with. So it's a marketing tactic in a way, in my opinion.
Mario World 2, but it doesn't feel like a Mario game. Then there's Super Mario Land 3.
Wario Land, Super Mario Land 3, Wario Land. No, I don't think so. However, I do think it's weird Super Mario Land 3 was it? Well, no. I mean, if Mario was in the game, then yeah. Was he? I can't remember.
Wario, not Mario.
I don't think either of them
I
are.
didn't include either game in my list.
Thank you. Okay,
Finally,
cool.
there's Mario Run for mobile phones. Now, on Nintendo's website, they do class Mario Run as a main series Mario game.
Okay, I would count it too. Mario Run actually is a main series Mario game. It's just on the phone. Because technically 2 is a main series game too, if you really
And
think about it.
it is a platformer where you play as Mario. So fine, Mario
Mario Run was
Run
actually
makes
kind of
it
fun,
onto
not gonna
the
lie to you.
list. And with my decisions made, I now had a final list of 19 Super Mario games. Now it was time to put
let's see that
together
list real quick.
final list.
So you had all the Super Mario Bros, Lost Levels, Super Mario Land, Super Mario World, Super Mario Land 2, the 6 golden coins. I don't think anyone's really played that game. 64, Sunshine, New Super Mario Bros, Galaxy,
Of 19
assuming Galaxy 2, the Wii version. 3D Land.
Super Mario
I totally forgot about 3D Land. 3D Land is really fun.
games.
All the new Super Mario series, to be exact. Super Mario Run and Odyssey.
Now it was time to put together a
All right. I don't think this is recency bias, but I think Odyssey is number 1.
survey.
I'm
for
putting it out
people
there.
to
I think
answer.
Odyssey's number 1.
So I opened
think
up
Odyssey's number
Google
1.
Forms and got to work. People could give each of the 19 games a rating from 1 to 5. I told people
I think
not
Odyssey's
to rate
number
any
1.
games they haven't played so that the data doesn't get messed up. Plus, I asked people to write up to 3 words about each of the games on the list. That way
That's
we
a lot
can
of work.
find out
For
why
me, at
certain
least.
games were popular and others were not. And with that, the survey was done. All that was left was for me to post the link online. And with that out of the way, I waited for the responses to start coming in.
Yeah, I definitely
So,
missed
a
this.
couple of months have gone by since then, and over 10,000 people have filled out my survey.
That's a lot of people.
A huge thank you to every single one of those
yeah!
people. So, I've
Hey,
downloaded
money,
all of the
baby!
data and fiddled around with it to get a nice ranked list of every single Mario game, along with its average
Interesting.
rating.
Alright, I
from
like
1
where
to
this is
5.
going. I like
We're gonna
data.
start at the bottom of the list and work our way up until we reach the most popular Mario game of all time.
Oh, so starting from the bottom. Okay. The title of this video is the least popular Mario game. Off that list, I think it's 6 coins. I think 6 coins is the least popular.
Let's go. Number 19. At the very bottom of the list is
Super Mario Run?
Run.
That's fair.
The first and
Not enough
only
people
Super Mario
will
game
consider it
for
a
mobile
main
phones.
series game,
With an
that's
average
why.
rating of 2.11.
It wasn't a
this
bad
is,
game, though.
according
It
to
wasn't
my
a traditional
survey,
Mario game,
the
though.
least popular Super Mario game of all time. And that's not a huge surprise, as Mario Run is totally different from every other Mario game.
This
Rather
is
than
very
you,
true.
the player, controlling where Mario goes, in Mario Run, he runs through the levels by himself. All you can do is tap on the screen.
Yo, Mario
to
doing
make him jump
Yo, look
to
at
the
Mario do
levels by
parkour is the
himself.
sickest thing.
All
Look at that.
you can
Ooh,
do is tap
look at that.
on the screen to make him
Bro,
jump.
he's so
And
sick,
it
bro.
turns
Mario's
out
so sick with
quite a lot
that
of
movement
people
right there.
Didn't find that
He's so
very
sick.
engaging. Fun but repetitive, said one person.
True.
Forgettable, said someone else. And that's one thing Mario games really shouldn't be. Forgettable. Number 18. In 18th place is
Lost
Super Mario
Levels?
Bros. The Lost Levels,
Huh.
known in Japan
I know
as
that
Super
Lost
Mario
Levels this
Bros.
low.
2. The game received a score of 2.36, with some responses
it was a really hard
including
game.
very,
That's why.
very hard, and terrible level design.
Yeah,
because
that's why.
Mario 2 focused more on challenging the player than letting them have fun. At every turn, the game attempts to trick you into falling to your death or getting killed, and it turns out that's not very fun. My favorite response about the game is this one: should have stayed lost. Number
Stay Lost is actually a good name. I remember paying $5 to get this on my Wii. You paid $5 for that game to get on your Wii in like 2006. And what is your experience in the Lost Level games, Vivian? How do you feel about that game? Tell me a little more before we hop into this next one. It was kind of hard of a game. I remember playing it in the mall. And I was like, it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard. Not the hard is in the good way, the bad way. So yeah. Oh, you feel nothing? Well, that's fair.
17.
All right, nice.
Next on the list is Super Mario Bros. 2.
Really? Bro, there's no way a Super Mario Land 2 is not this deep down here. Super Mario Bros. 2 actually, like, Super Mario Land 2 wasn't that, I don't think it was that memorable. Super Mario Bros. 2 was kind of memorable because that was the first time you could actually switch characters. Why is this low? And it wasn't that bad of a game, honestly. It was very, very different from Mario game, but it was like, at the time at least. But still,
the American version of the game. With a score of 2.96, the American Mario 2 is more popular than the Japanese one, at least
Makes
according
sense.
to the people who filled out my survey. I think the reason this game ranked so low on the list is because Mario 2 doesn't feel much like a Mario game at all. Even if players in the 1980s didn't know the full story of Doki Doki Panic being repurposed into Mario 2,
This
they
is
could
true.
almost certainly feel that something about the game felt a little bit off. That being said,
It's a
Mario
great game. I
2
don't know what
is
they're talking about.
extremely creative, which is something I love about it. And
The
it has
speedruns in that game are
impacted the
pretty
Mario
awesome.
series more than I think
And Birdo was
Nintendo
in that too, so
expected
yeah.
when they released it. But for some, the game remains nothing more than, quote, the weird sequel.
The weird
Number
sequel.
16. In 16th place is Super Mario Land for the Game Boy, with an average rating of 2.97,
baby.
And this little Game Boy game marks a major milestone for Nintendo. It's the first portable entry in the Super Mario series. It's also brimming with creativity. The levels, enemies, power-ups, and even music are unlike any other Mario game. The only problem is Mario himself. He feels pretty clunky to control in Super Mario
He does look kinda
Land,
clunky.
which is a bit of a problem.
It looks really weird.
And there's one more issue. The game is tiny. Like, you sometimes have to squint to see what's going on.
Is it really that small of a
especially if
game?
you're
That's
playing on a
crazy.
dim, green
I never
Game
played it.
Boy screen. One person described Super Mario
But I
Land
mean,
as clunky
huh.
but charming, which I think is pretty spot on. Number 15. Next up is New Super Mario Bros.
Ah,
2.
yes, the new Super Mario Bros. Franchise. So, how do you guys feel about New Super Mario Bros. Franchise? Are you guys a fan? Are you guys like, hell, I hate this. This is so stupid of a franchise. Are you guys like, what do you guys feel about Super Mario, the new Super Mario franchise? I feel like a lot of people hate on it a lot, which is fair. But I feel like I feel like DS and the Wii are both good. I feel like the DS and the Wii versions are both good. And I don't see why people are like a big hater on it, you know? That's just me, though. That's just how I feel. I think people are a big hater on it for no reason. But yeah, I don't think it's that bad. I don't think it's that bad of a series. That's just me, though. I'm on here. Oops.
With an average score of 3.0. Now, this game is the fourth entry in the new Super Mario Bros. Sub-series, and by 2012,
It's also
the
a
charm
really
of
big
these
cash
games
grab.
had really started to wear
This game
thin.
is a big cash
As
grab.
the first Mario game I ever played, I do feel pretty nostalgic about New Super Mario Bros. 2, but I'm also not going to pretend it's some groundbreaking innovation.
No, it's very
New
much
Super
not.
Mario Bros. 2 is a perfectly fine Mario game. Two people described it as getting very old and overstayed its welcome, which I think is a little harsh, but ultimately rather accurate.
I don't think it's harsh at all. I think this
Number
game was very much a cash
14.
grab.
Next, we're straight into another new Super
I
Mario
think it's very much
Bros.
a cash
game
grab.
with New Super
Ah,
Mario
yes.
Bros.
So New
U.
Super Mario Bros. U.
And
I thought it was a fun game. I liked New Super Mario Bros. Series because I liked fighting the Koopalings. That's actually the greatest thing about that series. The Koopalings came back, and they came back pretty big. Koopalings are really fun to fight against. That's what makes the series so charming. And I feel like kind of different levels as well. I liked U. U was pretty good too.
with a rating of 3.24,
Just 2 was the
everything
bad
I
one.
said about the last game applies to this one too. These games even came out during the same year. Let's just move right
Super Mario
on.
Bros. U was better
Okay,
than 2.
number 13 is Super Mario Land 2. This is the sequel to Super Mario Land, the Game Boy game I mentioned earlier.
I just
And
don't
with
think
an
it's that good.
average rating of 3.27, people clearly think that this game was an improvement. With better looking graphics and a killer soundtrack by Kazumi Totaka, this
Kazumi
game manages to
Totaka.
retain the weirdness of the first Super Mario Land game, but it builds upon it to create a game that holds up so much better. At the end of the day,
Okay.
Mario just
If the game's so good, then why isn't there Super Mario Bros. Land 3? Yeah, that's what I needed, a
feels
third version.
great to control in this game. And who can forget that Super Mario
They
Land
did add- they
gave
did add
birth to
Wario,
a
which is
Mario
pretty-
icon.
pretty,
Wario.
pretty big.
Creative and underrated, wrote one person, while somebody else claimed it was the best Game Boy game. Wow. Number 12. In 12th place is a little game called Super Mario Bros.
Why'd you say Vivian? What happened? What happened? Something bad happened?
Bros. That's right, the
Oh, wait,
original
they make a
Super
third one,
Mario
didn't they?
game. With a score of 3.43, Super Mario Bros. Is a lot lower down on the list than I would have expected. Back in 1985,
I guess
this
you're
game
right.
totally changed
That's
on the
what it was
list
called,
than I
Wario
would have
Land.
expected. Back in 1985, this game totally changed the face of gaming forever.
This
and
game was
spawned
not
countless
great
copies
by any
too.
standards.
If it wasn't
Like, okay,
for
it was
Super
great.
Mario Bros., the rest
But it definitely isn't the best Mario game, to be exact.
of this list would be totally empty. But coming back to Super Mario Bros. In 2022, I can understand why it wasn't given a higher rating. The Mario
it isn't-
series
it
has
isn't
only
amazing,
become
like
more
now.
creative, more polished, and more fun over the past 35 years, and playing Super Mario Bros. Now just reminds you of how much further the series has come. It seems that people were pretty divided in what they thought of the game. Classic but outdated, still holds up, didn't age well, and simple but fun.
I can never say it didn't age well. It is simple but intense. Isn't that game like really fun, really easy to beat though? If you do the skips. Yeah, I mean, I guess it could be a really good fun game.
I think for me, simple but fun perfectly describes what Nintendo managed to achieve with Super Mario Bros. Number 11. Next up is Super Mario 3D
Okay.
Land, a game which
Alright.
tried to fuse 2D and
Now, this is a game I want to talk about. I think 3D Land was an amazing, amazing game. I think it being like the 3DS game, I think it was the 3DS game. Like, this game was like really innovative in a lot of different ways, and I think it actually made modern Mario what it is. Like, even Odyssey. This game right here is the blueprint to Odyssey, and I mean that. It's such a great game. I love the 3D platforming in this game. Oh my god, that's a
3D
little bit of
Mario
nostalgia
games
for me,
together.
but still.
Surprisingly, this is the
And I kind of have a weird feeling between like Land and World. I think World is fun because it's like the game you play with all your friends, and which makes it better. But World was like way easier than Land. World was such a really easy game, except Champion's Road. Champion's Road is a very hard map.
first 3D Mario game on the list. So far, it's all been 2D platformers. Now, 3D Land netted an average rating of 3.69, with responses like good 3DS game, underrated as hell, but also kind of forgettable. I remember really enjoying 3D Land when I first played it, but thinking back now, I don't really have anything particular to say about the game.
The
So
standard was
perhaps
good.
that means that it really is a little bit forgettable. But ultimately, 3D Land is a really fun game to play. And at the end of the day, that's exactly what you want from a Mario game. Number 10. Alright, we're now down to
Top
the top
10, baby. All right, so I said Odyssey is number 1. I still think it's not number 1. It hasn't came up yet. I don't think Odyssey's like Odyssey is definitely in top 5. People loved Odyssey.
top 10. And in the 10th spot
Hey,
is
the
New
Wii
Super
version.
Mario Bros. Wii with a score of 3.75. Now,
Yeah,
New
the best
Super
thing about
Mario
this
Bros.
game-
Wii
Wasn't playing multiplayer. It was literally the when the Koopas, you know when the Koopas go hop hop. You know what I'm talking about. Let me play it real quick. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Such a good music. Oh, that's the wrong one. My bad. Is it this one? That's the best. That's the best thing. I love that. I love that so much. Oh, I love that.
brought one key innovation to the Mario series, and that is multiplayer gaming. For the first time, multiple people could run around the same level together, and this one addition really brought the game alive. It's a hugely iconic part of the Wii era for many, and you can see that in the responses the game received. About half of them seem to say, fun with friends. Number 9. In 9th place is...
Wait. People said this game was bad with friends? No, wait. You said back in my day, most people call it the worst part. That was not the worst part of the game.
And you...
I mean, the worst part... I felt like if you did it with friends, you get annoyed sometimes. You get annoyed kind of quickly.
You can see that in the responses the game received. About half of them seem to say fun.
Mainly
with
because,
friends.
like, oh,
Number
my friends
9.
are pretty. It's fun, but if your friends are evil people, then yeah.
In 9th place is Super Mario Sunshine with an average rating of 3.76. As the follow-up to the critically acclaimed...
So, does everyone think Sunshine's the worst 3D platforming game? So I'm talking about like excluding World, 3D World, and 3D Land. So Super Mario 64, Super Mario Galaxy, Super Mario Galaxy 2, Sunshine is in the mix, and then Odyssey. Of those 5 games, is Sunshine considered the worst? Typically, I mean, this list it seems like it's the worst. I think Galaxy. I think Galaxy's the worst of those 5. I think it goes from bottom to top. Galaxy, Sunshine, Galaxy 2, 64, then Odyssey. I think that's what it goes. No, the game is difficult. That's why I probably put like this list low. This game is so difficult. Well, not so difficult. It is kind of difficult.
Super Mario 64, Sunshine had a lot to live up to, and I think quite a few people would argue that it didn't quite pull that off. Featuring some of the most frustrating moments from any Mario game ever, Mario Sunshine has received a lot of negativity over the years. But I think in recent
Super Mario
times,
speedrunners, Super Mario Sunshine speedrunners are kind of crazy. Actually, they're pretty good. I like watching them. I know a couple of my friends are Sunshine speedrunners, so yeah. I think it's weird because I have friends who are Sunshine speedrunners, and I have friends who are 64 speedrunners. But I don't know anyone who's a Odyssey speedrunner. There was Malton, but Malton stopped streaming for. I don't think he's streaming or doing content creation anymore. But I don't know anyone else who does speedrunning for Odyssey. I think Odyssey's the best. I just don't watch any Odyssey streamers because I feel like 64 streamers are more entertaining. They make the game more entertaining, which like just gravitate towards it. But I think Odyssey is the better game. I think there are not enough Odyssey streamers. And I also want to put a point out there. Like there's like 9 or 10 creators that have like a monopoly in a way on Odyssey. Like they have all these mods, and they have such a monopoly that everyone watches them, and that anyone who tries to derive from them, they're not gonna get the spotlight because all these 10 creators interact with each other all the time. So it's not like it's gonna be as fun. I don't know. That's what I feel like. Those creators like Small Ant, CJ, Fur, Grand Pooh Bear. There's a couple other ones in there as well. But like they have such a monopoly in it, and like, you only watch them, and some of them don't even stream it all the time. That's the thing. They do all the multiplayer stuff together, which kind of stinks. I think the multiplayer thing is gonna be available for everybody else, but it'll be so milked of content by then that it's not gonna be amazing unless someone else thinks it's something else.
Shine and realize that the game actually has a lot to love about it. For one, it is bursting with creativity, and the flood mechanic is just really fun to use.
Yeah, sometimes it's a good game. I think Galaxy
but
1 is worse
says
than
one
Sunshine.
response, while another says fun but flawed. And I think that says it all. If you're able to look past the game's weak spots, and there are quite a few, then you'll have a pretty fun time. Number 8. Next on the list is the original New Super Mario Bros. For the DS. With an average score of 3.78,
Great game.
this is the most popular game from the New Super Mario Bros. Sub-series. And that's no surprise, as New Super Mario Bros. Marked the return of the 2D Mario game after a 13-year absence. Return
Here
to
for your
form,
YouTube paycheck?
says one person. Best handheld
Are you on a different
Mario,
account?
says another.
So I
see,
swear I gave you mod.
It's easy to think of the new Super Mario Bros. Games as just recycled nostalgia for the retro Mario platformers
This
of
game is not
yesteryear.
okay. This game is not recycled nostalgia. Jerome, how's your day going, by the way? This game is not recycled nostalgia. I feel like this game itself is like, I don't have a lot of attachment to it because I feel like I didn't play it. Actually, 'cause I don't think I got it on my DS. But I feel like this game is a great game, though. If I think Wii is a great game, I think this game is probably a great game, too. It all comes down to if you like playing with your friends more. That's all really it is. Just rediscovered Sonic R. I play Sonic R OST all the time, Jerome. You not know that? I play it all the time, buddy. Oh, Jerome, get the mod. What's it called? You guys need to look at my description real quick. Take a look at my description real quick on my stream, and make sure you guys all go download that extension because you guys are all on PC. I know you are. Good extension,
But
by the way.
that's not at all fair, especially when it comes to this first entry. New Super Mario Bros.
What do you mean I know you only come here for your
play,
paycheck?
bursting with brand
You got it? Okay, good job, Vivian. Good job.
new power-ups, gimmicks, and enemies that have since become Mario staples.
This is true.
Number 7. In 7th place is Super Mario Bros. 3 with a rating of 4.05. And honestly, I thought
Whoa,
Mario
wait. I just missed this over. Number 7 is Super Mario. What? Number 7 is Super Mario Bros.
In
3?
7th place is Super Mario
Come on,
Bros.
bro. Why is this is the perfect 2D platforming Mario game. This is the best one. The Koopalings, the level design, big little was it the big land, the Iceland, all this one is like the perfect hard difficulty. This game is great, bro. I don't know what they're saying, man.
3 with a rating
I don't know
of
what they're saying.
4.05. And honestly,
better than-
I
it's
thought
better than
Mario
World, bro.
3 would rank higher on the list. For a lot of people, Mario 3 is their favorite 2D Mario platformer, and it's easy to see why. Compared to Mario 1 and 2, this game is a massive leap forwards. From iconic new enemies like the Angry Sun to power-ups like the Tanuki suit, Mario 3 is one of the most influential games in the series, and I think it's aged really well. Mario 1 and 2 feel like retro games if you go back and play them today.
This is true.
But Mario 3 just feels like a really great game, and considering it came out over 30 years ago, that's a really impressive feat. Best NES Mario, says one person. Timeless classic, says another.
It is a
And
timeless
I'm
classic,
inclined
bro.
to agree with both of those
It's a
comments.
great game.
My only critique, Mario is so slippery to control in this game.
What? Mario's not slippery in this game at all. Mario is not slippery in this game at all. He's and maybe in the ice levels, but he's not slippery at all. This person's capping.
It feels like he's constantly running on ice.
No, it does not.
Next up, number 6 is Super Mario 3D
Great
World,
game. I love
with
that
a
game.
score of 4.21.
My favorite Mario
I feel
game
like
on the
this
Wii.
game has been enjoying a bit of a revival lately. When 3D World was first released on the Wii U, it was met with ambivalence more than anything else. People wanted another Mario Galaxy game or something like Mario 64, and instead, Nintendo released this strange 3DS sequel. But Super Mario 3D World is a truly excellent game to play with friends. I mean, you might not be friends anymore after playing a couple of levels, but this game is brilliantly designed to bring out your inner competitive spirit. Best Wii U game, one person wrote. My personal favorite, says another.
It is one of the best Wii U
response
games
that
out
sums
there,
up
I'm not
the
gonna lie
game
to
For
you.
me, the best is Grew on Me. Because I think for a lot of people, that's exactly what happened with 3D World.
Like-
when it first came out, they weren't exactly won
People hated
over
on
by the
3D World when it
game.
first came out.
But
It's kind of weird. People were not trying to get it. They're like, I don't want to play another 3D Land game. And they kind of just ignored the fact that 3D World was like more than just 3D Land. One, I think it could have a lot more simplistic design. You had the same getting the stars and everything, the green stars. And then also, it was It's a fun multiplayer game. It's hella competitive. It was really good. You liked it from day one? Oh, thank God. Thank God. So my cousins, me, Easy, aka Ethan, and his older brother, his middle brother, not his oldest brother, Cameron. All three of us would play that game a lot. I remember that I had the exact day I know I beat Champions Road. The day I beat Champions Road was December 23rd, 2016. I remember it because it was one of the biggest moments of my life. It was so fun. That was so awesome. Oh my God, that was an amazing moment.
Over the last few years,
2 days
lots of
before
people
Christmas.
have given 3D World another chance and have found a really great Mario game to play. Number 5. Next up,
Oh, the
in
64?
5th place is a real icon, Super Mario.
Okay. Do you think 64 deserves 5th place? I don't think 64 deserves 5th place. Because what's it beating? Losing to? 64 is losing to Odyssey. It's losing to 3D... Oh, not 3D. Odyssey is losing to Super Mario World. What else is losing to? I'm trying to think what else is losing to. What are the other 2 games it loses to? I don't know. Oh, Galaxy. And then Galaxy 2? Yeah, Galaxy 1, Galaxy 2, Super Mario World, and then Odyssey. Here. Let me see some real quick. I want to make a quick call just to... No, he's not in here. He's not online, it looks like. Oh, maybe he is. Nah, he's not online. I was gonna call Alex and see what he felt about it. Never mind. Bro, there's a hot air balloon over my apartment. My boy went to go see a hot air balloon. That's crazy. No, I don't think 64
with a score of 4.22.
is in 5th place here. I don't think
Now,
so.
you could talk about Mario 64 for hours on end. It was the game that brought Mario into 3D, and yet you wouldn't know that playing it. It feels effortless. I never stopped being amazed by the Mario series' practically flawless transition to 3D. While every other franchise was struggling to figure out how this third dimension even worked,
They did a great job in this game. They put a lot of effort in Mario 64. A lot of effort.
Nintendo casually pumped out one of the greatest games of all time. Revolutionary, still holds up, masterpiece, groundbreaking. And while the game's camera system didn't really age well, the rest of it is still
I don't
so
love it.
much fun. If you're stuck
But
for
the
what
game
game
is,
to play
like,
next, well
respected
there's
of the
always
game.
Mario
It's like
64
the
to come back
Mario
to
game.
for a guaranteed great time.
One of the Mario games,
Number
obviously.
4. In 4th place is Super Mario World.
So you're telling me Galaxy 1 and 2 and then Odyssey are top 3? That's really weird to me. I don't think the Galaxy games are top 3. I don't think so. I think Galaxy 2 is maybe 4th or 5th. But I think Galaxy 1 is like 7th or 6th. I don't know.
Average
It's really weird to me
rating
to think
of
about it.
4.31. Now,
trying to
Super
sit on
Mario World marked the Mario series'
3 is
transition
Mario
to
teaches typing.
16-bit
That's a good one.
gaming, and that meant better music, better art, and more buttons on the controller. This game is about as polished as the Mario series gets. Mario's controls here are just flawless, and every single detail is thought of, from the complex and
Mario 3D
world
Super Mario
map
Bros. 3
to
is
the
better though. I'll say
surprisingly
that.
deep mechanics behind the cape power-up. So many iconic Mario levels can be found in this game, and it truly hasn't aged a day.
You know, I think I played too many sprite or like random games like on the computer systems. Like, you know how back in the day, like they used to put like so many like fan-made games. I feel like Mario World feels like such a fan-made game, and I think that's why it doesn't hit with me. I feel like the mechanics don't feel entirely Mario-esque. I think it's actually a fan-made game. I think that's why it's not a top. That's why it's not better than Super Mario Bros. 3 to me.
But of course, there's one show-stopping addition to the Mario series found in this game, Yoshi. After keeping the idea of Yoshi in his head for years, Shigeru Miyamoto was finally able to bring Yoshi to the Mario series head phase found in this game. But of course, there's one show-stopping addition to the Mario series found in this game. Yoshi.
Yoshi's
After
loved.
keeping the idea of Yoshi in his head for years,
Bro,
Shigeru
that's
Miyamoto-
funny. Miyamoto kept Yoshi in his head for years. Bro, that's gotta be like time consuming. Imagine he's like laying down with his wife. She's like, "Why aren't you? What's wrong? Or what's keeping you up at night?" This is character named Yoshi, bro. Yoshi is in my head. Yoshi? Who's Yoshi? Is that a person? Is that your boss? No. He's a character I want to make. He's a character I've been thinking about for such a long time. He's a green dinosaur with a long tongue. And she's just like, "Okay, honey." And it scoots back over.
Miyamoto was finally able to bring Yoshi to the Mario series with this game, and the final product is just a joy to play. Best 2D Mario, best 2D Mario, peak 2D Mario, best 2D Mario. People are absolutely in agreement that Super Mario World is the best 2D Mario game.
Not true.
And considering that the game ranks as the highest rated 2D Mario game on this list, I think we can truly say that, according to this survey, Super Mario World really is the best 2D Mario game of all time. Number 3 on the list is Super Mario Galaxy 2. With a
Galaxy
rating
2 is better
of
than 1, I wanna put that out there.
4.36. The story goes that Nintendo had so many ideas that didn't make it into the first Mario Galaxy game that they ended up creating this sequel.
The better
Don't get
ideas
me
happen
wrong,
in
Mario
2.
Galaxy
Like,
2
all
is
the great
certainly not
ideas
a
in
collection of
Mario
the first game's
Galaxy
offcuts. This game
1
is
were put
bursting
in
with
2.
unique idea after unique idea.
Super Mario, I think Super
And
Mario
with
1,
Yoshi added
Super
into
Mario
the mix,
Galaxy, the
Galaxy
first one,
2
played
is
it
one
very
of the
safe.
strongest Mario
That's my hot
offerings
take right
Nintendo
there.
has
I think the original Super Mario Galaxy played it a little too safe.
ever put
For my
together.
liking.
Great sequel, says one response, while about half of the other replies just say the word Yoshi.
Exactly, Yoshi's in the
Yoshi
game.
really did steal the show here, but don't let him distract you from the fact that Mario Galaxy 2 is a brilliant game all round. Next is the runner-up, number 2 on the list, and that is Super
Mario
Galaxy,
Galaxy.
with a rating of 4.49.
Wait, Odyssey won!
Mario
Hey, Odyssey won! I was right! I knew
Galaxy
Odyssey
is
could do it.
just amazing. Taking goofy old Mario and sticking him in space is one of those ideas that sounds ridiculous on paper, and yet
No, it
it
doesn't.
led to one of the greatest Mario games ever created, the second best according to this survey. With its stunning visuals and just really great soundtrack, it feels like Nintendo pulled out all the stops for this game. Mario Galaxy is dramatic and almost cinematic in a way that no other Mario games are, and yet
I like Galaxy, but at the end, I just rushed it to the ending. Also, the movement is kind of surprisingly be janky. Or can be surprisingly janky. I agree. So here's the thing. I feel like Mario Galaxy is a great game. Don't get me wrong. I think it's last of all the Mario games. But, or the Mario 3D games. But I also think Galaxy 2 is better because it puts you in those worlds. So you know how in Super Mario 64, you go through the paintings and you're immersed into a new world? I feel like that's what Galaxy 2 does better. It does really good. I feel like you're like, even though you're in a galaxy, you're in galaxies. I feel like in Galaxy 1, you're not in like a bunch of galaxies. You're just floating out of space. Like, it's not the same colorful aspects. Sure, it's like really revolutionary. You have to jump over things and fight them and everything. But I think Galaxy 2 just feels like you get immersed in different worlds as Mario really should be. And Yoshi's
it still
there.
feels like Mario. Every second, the game is throwing some new, weird level idea or gimmick or power-up at you, but it never feels disconnected at all. It all comes together to form a practically perfect game. Breathtaking, wrote one person. My childhood. Timeless masterpiece.
Nostalgia.
And last but not least, Mario in
That's
space.
all I gotta say.
Because who knew that Mario in space would be this much fun?
Great game.
And finally, the best Mario game of all time is Super Mario,
Mario Odyssey.
with a rating of 4.64.
That's
It's
great.
well ahead of every other Mario game on the list. If I had to
4.64
describe Mario
is
Odyssey
a
with only
great
one
rating.
word, it would probably be eclectic. This game is the strangest Mario game Nintendo have made in decades, and that's a great thing.
Here's
Every
the
time
thing.
you turn a
Super Mario Odyssey 2 is gonna be if they make it. If they make Super Mario Odyssey 2, it's gonna be. I don't know what they could do, man. I don't know what they could do for Super Mario Odyssey 2. That's actually really hard to beat Odyssey 1. Of all the things that people have done for Odyssey, like the multiplayer, the cool challenges and everything like that, Odyssey is like an amazing game you get to play over and over again, and they have like so many cool ideas. Odyssey 2, I'm for all for like trying to beat it, but man, it's gonna take a while just to beat that game. Just to make a great game better. Like, I think Breath of the Wild and Breath of the Wild 2, like Breath of the Wild 2 has an easier time beating Breath of the Wild than actually Odyssey 2 has for Odyssey. Because Breath of the Wild 2, Breath of the Wild had some gaps it needs to fill. Like, there's a couple things that didn't feel like a Zelda game that people talk about, like, oh, no dungeons. You don't really interact with Zelda too much. Like, you can interact with Zelda too much, and the open world is just a little bit too big or not too immersive. That's a huge gap to fill, really. And then they can fill that pretty easily. Mario Odyssey, I feel like it's so tight picked that it's like it's gonna take some time to really come up to make a great game, and I don't think they will make an Odyssey 2 for at least 3 more years.
corner, you're face to face with something totally unexpected. During the game's reveal, the first thing we saw was Mario surrounded by realistic humans in a realistic city, and that really tells you everything you need to know about the game.
Exactly.
You cannot predict what will come up next in Mario Odyssey, and that's what makes it the perfect Mario game. Because that sense of surprise, of wonder, of shock, it never goes
And
away
honestly,
in
Delta
Mario
Rune has
Odyssey.
a better chance coming out before Mario Odyssey 2.
Even up until the game's final moments, Mario Odyssey is still surprising you with breathtaking and hilarious twists that just leave you laughing out loud. I don't think I've experienced a game that is just sheer delight and joy like Mario Odyssey. There have been Mario games that are more cinematic, more weird, more groundbreaking even, but I've never played a Mario game as delightful as Super Mario Odyssey.
It's such a
And
good
looking
charm
through
to it.
people's
That's what this game is
responses
so
to the
good.
game, about 1/3 of them say best 3D Mario, and another third say best Mario game. I know that as the most recent Mario game, Odyssey is probably a little fresher in people's memories than some of the older games.
And that's the thing.
that
It might
no
be
doubt
fresher
has
because
given-
it's 2017, but even now, I think people say the same thing that Odyssey's the best. Like, when was this taken? In 2022, 5 years from now, that's not recency bias at all. That's not recency bias. This video came out like less than a month ago, like 2 weeks ago actually. No, it's not recency bias. It's not recency bias.
given it a bit of an advantage here. But when they created Super Mario Odyssey, Nintendo just threw everything they had at the player, and it's incredible. It's like eating this huge buffet of food from around the world. Every bite tastes totally different, and yet together, the whole thing is even better than the sum of its parts. This game is a triumph for Nintendo. So, you're free to have your own personal opinion about what the best Mario game is.
You are free to have your
It's
own
certainly
opinion,
not
except that the fact that Odyssey is the best game. Odyssey is the best game. But yeah.
an easy question to answer, and there aren't any wrong answers either. Every Mario game is good at worst.
What's the best? If you're asking someone what's the best Mario game, and then they say like the Lost Levels, then it's a wrong opinion. I'll put that out there.
And a masterpiece at best. But if you had to
I'll
pick,
accept Super Mario Run, though.
I
I'll
think
accept that
Mario
one.
Odyssey would be a darn good answer.
Hi, it's Thomas.
That's what it looks like?
I've literally just finished editing the video you just
Interesting.
watched. I really hope you enjoyed it. I just wanted to remind you that you can get my brand new TG
Bro got
t-shirt.
merch. Bro throwing the merch out. That's crazy. I like the idea. You know, I think another reason Super Mario Run is extremely low, aside from the being a mobile game that many people probably glossed over, is the full game is only available for people who paid to unlock the other 6 worlds and extra features not available right from the get-go, which is true. I feel a lot of people react negatively to having to pay microtransactions and a free-to-play game with dangling the rest of the content in front of you. But you're fine with paying for the app in front if it means getting the full experience. That's true. That is also a good reason. The best part of Super Mario Odyssey for me is the movement. It's so complex, it's actually crazy. with all these different jumps, wall jumps and cap jumps. I think it's a little simple. I just think it's to be great at the game. You have to know a lot of movement, but still, that can let you get to crazy places in crazy ways. It just feels like I have all these options you can string together. Yeah, that's the thing about anyone can beat Odyssey. Legit, any gamer can beat Odyssey. The question at hand is, like, even when I was playing Odyssey, like when I first beat Odyssey, like and I was like doing like simple movement, it was like cool. And then by the time I was doing my getting all the power moons at the end, I was doing actually cool movement. I was actually doing speedrun movement and everything like that, which was so nice. I was like, oh my god, I'm actually doing cool things. So I don't know. I think that's the glorious part about Odyssey. It's like in 64 there are cool movements, but I feel like it isn't as fluid as and as diverse as Odyssey. It is the game. It is the game of all time. It is the game of all time. Odyssey is the greatest. The greatness of it all. Odyssey is a wonderful game. Admittedly so. Not many games could beat Odyssey. Oh, he's not home. All right. So this Pokemon video you just said explaining the competitive Pokemon's greatest game of all time. Competitive Pokemon's greatest game of all time. All right, we're gonna watch Pokemon. We'll see Pokemon.
On October 6, 2016, the greatest.
We'll see Pokemon. Peekaboo. Skinny. What's up? Hey, Skinny. How you doing today? How was school this week? Was the New York school life okay? I'll be right back in 10 minutes and a half watch while playing Fork Knife. Okay, interesting.
On October 6,
Fortnite.
2016, the greatest battle in competitive singles Pokemon history happened between a player known as Telly and a player known as ABR. A battle so legendary that people would be talking for years about where were you when Telly versus ABR happened. A battle...
I have one in-person class a day. Really? So the rest are online? So how's that feel? Like, is that a better schedule for you? Or is it more of like, oh, you wish you would go out more a little bit? I know some people wish they would have a little more in-person classes. I'm not sure if you do or not. Curious.
So legendary that it crashes your browser if you try to open it. A battle so legendary that it took 1,287 turns to finish.
What?
A battle so legendary that word of it reached all over the competitive universe at the time. The story of Telly vs. ABR deserves an explanation to understand just what made it the greatest battle of all time.
Yeah, why is this game so? Why is this battle so great?
Most of you are
I don't
not,
care for subscribing yet. Let me see your content.
Tamely in round 2 of OLT, one of Smogon's biggest
the
tournaments.
Official ladder tournament.
ABR wins game 1 in the best of 3 to set up a do-or-die situation for Telly. If Telly loses game 2, he is eliminated from the tournament. Entering the match, Telly is firmly the villain of the community. He has a history of trolling and harassment, and he is probably the guy you know who flames you on the ladder.
So this guy is the guy who's like a dick online, and he hides behind a computer screen. You like how he has a little mystery. That's how you know he's probably like a coward in person. Anyway, I'm probably reading too much into it, but I'm not a fan of Telly now. All right, I'm a fan of ABR because he puts it that way. I have so much free time and no friends, so it's a gift and a curse. That's not a bad thing. You can talk to your boyfriend still. Your boyfriend's probably. I mean, if it's throughout the day, I know he's in a different country. I mean, you have more time to talk to him, which is really good.
Normally, I don't talk about players themselves in a negative light because people are more nuanced and complicated than what I could show in a YouTube
Nah,
video.
bro, don't you dare.
And people can and do.
You either roast somebody and take it, and you can't go backwards. You can't go backwards. You can't backroll on that. All right, you got to take it. You can't backroll on it. If you do, that means you're just as bad. It means you don't mean what you said. Oh my god.
But the reason I mention it here is because it's relevant to the story. It's part of the reason why the game was as hyped up as it was. Everyone wants to see the villain lose, and both players at the time were new upcoming players who love to trash talk.
Yeah.
Telly brings stall, but more importantly, it's a do-nothing stall team. Telly's only way of doing consistent damage were Poison from Toxic on Registeel and Azumarill, Burn from Will-O-Wisp on Mew, Scald on Azumarill, and weak attacks from Pokemon like Defensive Mega Latias. defensive Zapdos,
Yeah.
and defensive Clefable.
Oh,
There's
okay.
no way of attacking merely not dying. ABR does.
So I remember when Pokemon was really defensive. That I don't like that. That's why I don't like it. Bro works. So I literally just sitting alone. Skinny, if I didn't have work, I'd play games with you. We can play Mario Party together. Oh, speaking of Mario Party, guys, I have a new Mario Party video I'm putting out tomorrow for you guys. So yeah, I'm trying to put out more Mario Party content. I'm gonna put more Mario Party content out. So you'll see that tomorrow. And I hope you guys enjoy it. It's a fun video. I'm surprised of the results of it because I was just genuinely surprised, but it was really fun. I recorded it with Jerome, Silver, Ronzo, and Jorge. So yeah. Spend that free time grinding Fortnite so we can have an actual useful teammate during squad hours. We do have useful teammates. We just like having fun, bro. Vivian, winning is not all about fun, bro. It's all about the memories you made along the way, bro. Half my favorite memories aren't even winning. All right, winning is fun, but the ones that we lose and we just laugh at is always more enjoyable. Vivian, if you def drop in Fortnite, I'll consider downloading. Vivian, you guys are gonna pressure me to have a Fortnite tournament. I feel like because you guys are definitely saying that. I remember some people said do a Fortnite tournament, bro, or some people said do a multiverse tournament. And the problem with me doing multiverse tournaments is that I don't have enough friends for multiverses. I think people love the game, but I feel like here's the thing. Also, I feel like it's kind of hard to have a Smash tournament too, because all my Smash Bros friends are gonna be part of it, so I don't want to be part of that. Because like, oh, I mean, if I'm gonna have, I want to have content creators rather, but hey, whatever. Exactly, Skeeton, the friends you made along the way. We get squad wins, but we need to keep up with the better lobbies we can consistently get into. We'll win by luck.
Doesn't exactly bring
That's the way of
of
winning.
offense.
This is a
but
good
it's
story.
more of a balanced team
Better
with a lot
story.
of longevity. It has bulkier Pokemon with recovery like Clefable, Slowbro, and Skarmory, but also offensive Pokemon like Mega Lopunny and Garchomp.
Ooh, okay.
Early on, the game starts innocently enough. ABR is able to use Outrage Garchomp and get damage on Registeel in exchange for getting Toxic.
Okay, so Reggie's just probably gonna heal
Kelly
itself
made a
or
gambit
leave.
here
Yeah,
that
whatever
even
it's
though he could
easiest.
have immediately gone Clefable on Outrage,
Outrage?
he would rather trade damage on
Oh, so this
Registeel
is a
for
recent
permanent
tournament. Oh, so yeah, this is recent. I just thought about it. So this is like a 2015-ish or earlier?
Toxic on the Garchomp.
Yeah.
A few turns later, Mega Lopunny comes in and it's
Oh,
relatively
this is like
threatening
X
because of its stat
and
combo.
Y. The X and Y days, isn't it? Yeah, not too long ago. That makes sense. I should have made that sense because it said Mega. It literally said Mega earlier, Latios. It didn't hit my head. Please, God, do a game that I know how to play. Skinny, why don't you do all games you know how to play? Fall Guys you did great in. You help their team so much. I don't find it fun when we wipe on landing and spend more time queuing than playing. We don't always do that though. I mean, I think most of the times when I play with them, we don't wipe on landing. Most times we get past it.
Combination.
I think
It can do
like
some
80% of
damage
the time
to
we do.
Clefable if it
Or
predicts
maybe
it
more
well,
90, if
but it's
anything.
never really reaching 2-hit KO range. Telly makes an aggressive play and leaves Registeel in on Lopunny to try and Toxic
This guy's
it while
list
predicting a
reminds me
return.
of my time
Instead-
talking to band guys in high school. You used to spit game the band guys in high school? So, tell me more about band guys. Were they okay? Actually, you want to ask? Let's ask Ethan real quick. Ethan's a good person to ask about band guys. That's because you know why? Okay, Vivian, when you randomly squad up with Jerome has the worst luck to begin with. Jerome is the least luckiest person to ever exist. I mean that. Like, Jerome, if you fall in the same building as Jerome, you're dying. Jerome always lands with somebody there. That's why every time I squad up with him, I land in the same area, but I do not land in the same building. Because he only brings madness to him. Jerome is one of the worst people to land with. Now, queuing with him is actually a good idea. Landing with him, terrible idea. Just know that. That's your first problem. You haven't figured that out yet. If you've landed with him and died so many times, I think that's the issue you haven't figured out yet. That he dies every single time he lands. Damn it! I'm calling Ruben. My bad. I called Ruben. Let me call him anyway. I dated a band guy in freshman year. Oh my god, tell me about that. Well, since I'm calling Ruben, might as well just fully go for it. I didn't mean to call Ruben though. Rubono,
What's up?
just wake up.
What do you mean?
I was wondering. Yo, tell me how you feel about band guys in high school.
Band guys, I don't know.
Yeah, the band geeks. How'd you feel about them? What were they like? Were they creatures?
More or less, yeah. But I mean, sometimes like I don't know. There was a lot of my friend group had a lot of band kids as well, though. It's weird.
Mm-hmm. I wasn't sure. I feel like I should ask Becca that. I feel like she's the worst case for that.
Yeah, I mean, but she did the ballet or whatever that too, or whatever. What's the thing? Yeah, ballet.
You mean, oh, you're talking about show choir?
That too, but it's like she was in theater.
Oh, you said what? You said theater and ballet are two different. Theater and ballet are so different.
I guess, yeah.
Oh my god. All right. Well, I didn't mean to call you, but I want to hear your opinion.
I mean,
Are we gonna go back to Purdue soon or what?
probably, yeah. I mean, I went back last weekend and stuff to help Lucas move some stuff in.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, it's interesting. It feels weird not having a place up there.
Hey, read this real quick. The band. So one of my viewers said, you're on stream by the way. One of my viewers said they dated a band kid in freshman year. They said the band kid I dated was really sweet, but ultimately broke up with me 3 months later because he got bored. I always say this. I think band kids are like one of the. They're like what is it? What's the word? They're players. They're like players in their own world. They're like a lot of people in their environment.
There's a video of them all like moving this pickup truck in this parking spot. They pick the pickup truck and they all move it. It's weird. The real pickup truck, and they pick it up and they move it. I was like, oh my god.
Anything else you want to say to them?
I don't got anything for him right now. No.
All right. If you find anything to say, just call me.
All right then.
All right,
Bye,
deuces.
stream. Peace, you guys.
All right. Well, I didn't mean to call Ruben. Did I call him again? No way. Okay, I didn't call him again. So we're gonna call Ethan about this. And he's gonna give us an opinion. He's a band kid. All right. He's Ethan's perfect pitch. We all know that. So we're gonna ask Ethan real quick. Band kids are weird. Like you'd be out of your league and still somehow they find a way to ratio you. They really do. It's really weird that way. They have I mean, they don't have game, but it's like I tell you, they're players. The band kids are players in their own way. They mess with each other. If you hear what band kids do with each other, it's crazy. It's some crazy stuff. I don't know. I very find band kids to be in a strange position. I don't know what's weirder, band kids or theater kids. Some people say band kids. I'm gonna call one more my friend. Hopefully she answers. I don't know if she will, but let's see. She usually answers my random messages. I haven't called her. I haven't talked to her in like over almost a year. So I feel like it's gonna be maybe weird. I always do this weird stuff though. So she expects it. Here, watch this. Watch this. She's gonna answer. I know she is. She doesn't answer. I'm deleting her number.
I'm sorry, but the person...
No! She didn't answer. Damn it, Becca. Alright.
Instead, ABR clicks
My point is that band kids are pretty interesting.
super
Anyway.
effective move and knocks out Registry
not the
on
good
turn
way.
29.
Typically.
No one knew it at the time, but this is going to be the last death that they're going to see for almost 1,000 more turns. The next 100 to 200 turns were calm because neither player was making overt progress.
Yep.
ABR's Mega Lopunny could never break through physically defensive Azumarill, Clefable, and Zapdos, and Telly's team was never going to break through ABR's team because ABR's team had enough longevity.
Okay.
Clefable can heal itself and is immune to status conditions, and Slowbro has Regenerator, who can take on a lot of the weak attackers. Telly's main form of attack was using Zapdos and potentially going for Heatwave burns, but that's about it. It would never break ABR's own Zapdos. All the while, Telly is using up a lot of PP making attacks, and ABR is content to just switch around with Pokemon like Roost, Zapdos, and Regenerator Slowbro. It becomes very clear that the game would not be about getting the most damage, but draining the most PP.
Oh my god, this is a crazy match actually.
Now is a good time to explain ties. The rules about tying have been slightly modified over the years, but at the time, if both players could agree to a tie, they could just end the game and do a rematch with different teams. There are many game states where a tie would be the best course of action. For example, if there are 2 Regenerator Pokemon on a team, they could switch back and forth infinitely without wasting PP. If a player is incapable of doing enough damage...
Regenerator Pokemon should be banned. That's all I gotta say. Anyway, there's a girl in my class this semester. I'm not gonna lie. She's mid, like below mid. Skinny, why are you roasting the mid girl, bro? Leave the mid girl. Leave our mid girls alone, all right? And when the professor asked us to introduce ourselves, she was like, "I'm recently engaged." Never ratioed so bad. It's always the mid girls getting married. Now listen, if she's a bad person, then you should ratio her back and say that's why you ugly too. That's that. If she's a bad person, you should definitely say that. All right. If she isn't, just leave her alone. All right. That's all I gotta say. Sometime I would lie and tell people I was married just to see how they reacted. Wait, you would say that in college, or you would say that in at work? Like in college? Nah, both are weird. I was gonna say college isn't weird, but both are weird, bro. I'm sorry. What's it called? And at work, that's pretty weird. That's pretty weird. Imagine having to explain to your coworkers that you had a fake that your fake engagement got broken. Yeah, my wife and I we broke up. Like she cheated on me. Like she got with a guy and her coworker, and you're telling a whole lie to them. That'd be crazy. I don't think she's bad, but she's cringe. Okay, yeah, she's definitely cringe for saying that out loud, that she's recently engaged. That's definitely a cringe thing to tell the class. I will not lie. She's really excited though. Skinny, be honest with me. Skinny, look at me. Skinny, look at me. Look right here. Look at me. Look at me. Is she? Or no? Is she? Or no? I gotta know. And that gives me a good answer here. A good idea. I couldn't keep up those kind of lies. Good, Vivian. Those lies are the worst things you can tell yourself, because then people are gonna ask you, "Yeah, bro, you gotta get back in the dating game," and then your coworkers are gonna make you go out and then do your crazy stuff, and then you're gonna get drunk and you're gonna meet a girl, and then that girl, you know, her be really cool, and you fall in love with her, but it turns out that she has a boyfriend, and if she has a boyfriend, you're just like really sad about it, and you get really depressed, but you just like, all right, I start looking at myself, so you get better, you start doing a bunch of curls and everything, and then boom, you get like super muscular, and then all these girls want you, but you're like, nah, you didn't want me when I was different, and then boom, yeah. Now you're probably gonna ask me, Dreams, is this a personal story? No, but I don't want to be your personal story, and that's the whole point of this story. All right. Like, we're in a theater class, and she keeps asking about reading fan fiction in class. Nope, she's not. She's so trailer trash. Do people have computers in trailers? Just wanted to see what that looked like. Interesting. I guess so. Just a little curious. Anywho, but nah, dating game was patched to be too hard. The dating game's hard. It's okay, bro. It's not an entirely toxic meta. I'll say that. However, a lot of the people don't make it easier for you. So Vivian, I'll say this: for a person around your age, 40 and everything, it's kind of hard because all the older men who are like in their 40s as well have not made it an easy time for you, because then if they do toxic stuff, then it's gonna reflect the whole atmosphere of the dating game, and then it's gonna be really bad for you, because like, oh damn, all these women won't maybe won't trust you, or when they do, they won't believe you. It's called trauma. So yeah, that's the life of a around your age, Vivian. Even though you're not 40, but I say that. Bro, she wasn't even wearing her engagement ring when she said she was engaged. So what I'm hearing is she's actually single and she's lying. And what I'm hearing is, or maybe she isn't single, maybe she is engaged, is that her husband hasn't bought her a engagement ring, because those are a lot of money too. So it could be that, and it also could be what's it called? Or she could be lying. She could pull in the Vivian lie and lying to her coworkers and students and everything like that. You know, it could be like that. The professor ratioed her for not having her ring. Bro, imagine this was the situation. The situation was, hey, I don't actually have enough money to buy an engagement ring. And then the professor comes, you go to school and tell about your engagement. The professor's like, yo, you got no ring? You broke. Yo, that'd be crazy if you went in and they came in at you like that. Bro. Professor crazy for that one. Professor said, hey, you got no ring though. Whole class laughing at you. Oh, that would suck. Couldn't be me though. I graduated and I'm not married or engaged. Can't wait to join that r/dating over 30 Reddit. Is that even a thing? I'm curious. Huh, that is a Reddit. I got Reddit for everything. I feel like I shouldn't go too deep into this. When do you introduce to your friends? That's actually a funny question to ask. Oh my god. That's a crazy question to ask. Wow. First date, first time seeing each other. How do you greet? Just say hello. Bro said, say you've met somebody online or a dating app, and when you first meet your first in-person date, how do you prefer to say hi? A handshake, a hug, a European kiss on the cheek, fist bump, elbow tap? Bro, what? Where are the rest of these options here? High five, head nod? Come on, bro. You are not that desperate over here, especially a European kiss on the cheek. Why'd you have to specify European kiss? That's crazy. Nah, bro. That's crazy. Redditors are not human. They don't. I'm assuming Redditors don't know how to interact. I'm French, so so la bise. An air kiss on the No, don't do that. Moi. No. Oh my god, these people are gonna be single forever, bro. I want to read the rest of these. All right, give me a second. As a woman. Hey, so nice to see you. That's actually a good one. Coupled with a wide smile and arms wide for a hug. See this part, Vivian? Wide smile and hugs. You would judge this because it's their teeth are showing. Hey, come here, buddy. Come here. Oh my god, I can't miss. I know you would. I know you, Vivian. I know you. Where is my light? Bro. My eyes weren't bulged. You want to see my eyes bulged out are? That's how it is. I was like this. That's not bulge eyes, bro. I can't even bulge my eyes like that. First off, what did Skinny say? We have a project where we have to overshadow someone and do improv acting, like whoever you chose, and her immediate question was, can the person be fan fiction? How are you gonna do that? Bitch, if you bring that My Hero Academia shit in the studio, I prefer furries over 25. Imagine the guy does that open arms for a hug thing and she doesn't go for it. That isn't bad. Isn't Vivian bald, so dating odds are 50-50? I don't think asking for a hug in the first date is a bad thing. Especially if you guys talked and texted. If you text it beforehand and message each other, I don't think it's a bad thing to ask for. It's a hug, you know. I think it also gives you a good idea. It gives you a good sense of how compassionate they are. If you give them a hug, because you can tell a lot from a guy's hug, apparently. That's what I've heard. I don't know. This isn't me. I'm not going to read the rest of these experiences. Let me read this. The level of my nervousness parallels how embarrassingly I behave. On a date, what does this have to do with retaining what it is beforehand? On a date with a cute guy because I liked him but wasn't particularly excited or nervous, strolled in and said, "Oh, hi," and gave him a hug. That's not really a bad thing. On a date with a total hottie that I was pretty stoked about, did this weird dance walk and said, "What's up, nerd?" and gave him a hug. Okay, that's a... You know, it's funny because, like, so my experiences, I don't even tell you guys my past experiences of dating or meeting with people and stuff like that for a good reason. But there's this one person. I won't say the person's name because they were a Twitch viewer of mine at some point for a couple times. Now, this person did have kind of humor like that kind of thing. She would call me a nerd and would be like, would do a weird walking like that, and she would giggle like that. And a little bit that hurt me a little bit because I know that feeling. I'm like, it was a little cringe to me at the time, but like, I mean, yeah, that's about it. I won't say who the person was. This person is probably not watching now. I don't think they watch me anytime soon, but yeah, whatever. There was a thing where I think my dates did watch me at one point on Twitch. So yeah, that's why we moved to YouTube, guys. That's the reason. We are making sure we don't interact with them ever again. Is there a dating app for baldies? There probably is, honestly. As a bigger woman hugging a man smaller than you, low-key hurts. Wait, are you saying, like, you taller than your significant other than hugging them? Oh, dagger shoulders. I can see that. That makes sense. I think you're just saying because the height difference, really. It's like, oh, it's weird to give a hug to someone smaller than me, especially if it's a guy. On a date with the holy grail of absolute dreamboats. Why does she, like... This is a problem here. If I'm being judgmental. She keeps getting, like, of a cute guy, okay, with a total hottie, with the holy grail of an absolute dreamboats. I've never heard that term or those words mixed together to each other. That's really strange. Who definitely way out of my league. Don't say that about yourself. Okay? Don't say that someone's way out of your league. You already scored the date. It makes me woozy. Another even worse dance walk ending in some sort of seizure like jump spin ninja kick and said louder than necessary, "What's up?" Really? I don't think this is real. There's no way this is real. There's no way someone walked up to someone and said, "What's up, fucker?" And then did a little dance with it too. I would be amazed if that ever happened to me. I'd be like, "Oh, okay. All right." So I guess I'm a fucker now. Whatever. It's cool. I didn't think I was, but all right. That'd be crazy. Oh my god. I'm not 5'10". Not tall enough. I'm only 5'10", not tall enough for dating apps. I feel like as older you get, it doesn't matter anymore. I feel like older you get, it doesn't matter anymore. Younger, yes. I agree with that. Need to get that skeleton extension. I remembered Vivian is a millennial. No, he's a boomer. Don't listen to him. 8% of the Reddit stories are blatantly fake. Probably New York. That's true. New York people are short, bro. They're not really tall. You do fine in New York. Unfortunately, I am the worst. Fortunately, he likes me anyway, and we're seeing each other again tomorrow. Oh, this is recent? Oh, that's gotta be embarrassing, bro. I'm sorry. Batman wouldn't get that story out of me, bro. Batman would never get that out of me. I'm sorry. Batman could never get that out of me. I don't care who's in danger, how much torture it is. Batman can never get that information out of me. I don't care. But now this thread is going to be in my head and definitely going to start the date with a firm handshake and No, don't do that. See, here's the issue. If she starts off kind of breaking the ice like this, it's like there's like layers to it. So they have like a wall of layers. She already broke like 3 layers with that entry right there. You know, she broke a lot of the awkwardness, and it kind of introduced the kind of being a little more free flowing, and then her doing the good evening, sir. or a firm handshake and eye contact, that puts more layers back up for no reason. That's not what she needs to do. New York is weird. The weirdest people on the street. That's true. That's very true. Pretty sure you're the only person in the thread doing this correctly. Now she's fine. She can be fine. She can just stay the way she is. When this happened 6 hours ago, I actually want to post and say don't go backwards, please. Please don't do that. If they agreed to me with a spin, a ninja kick, and said, "What's up, fuckers?" I'd fall in love instantly. Not gonna lie, we're doomed. No, stay with a ninja kick. No, stay. Yeah, exactly. Stay with it. Actually, stay with it, please. That's actually fun. Marriage material. Folks, take notes. Who are you? Haha, you made me smile. Oh my god. Oh, that hurt me. That hurt me right there. Oh, you made me smile. Oh my god, that hurt me a little bit. Let me check something real quick. He wants a black woman. That'd be funny. If he doesn't answer, I ask somebody else. I know what to ask. Reddit dating advice sites are good if you want to date Redditors. That's very true. And I don't think you should be dating Redditors. Like, if someone uses Redditors, it's not bad, but still. Maybe it says, I mean. Maybe it's for BLM, bro. Love it. We gotta love it. Okay, I can't call them. They're not answering my phone. Gotta go for my all reliable here, Mr. Black British man himself. See if he answers. I bet you Jerome answers. Jerome's the type of person who answers. Jerome's the type of person who answers. Come on. Hey, yo.
I was muted. Okay, there we go.
Yo, broskiski. All right. Listen up. So right now I'm on Reddit. I know.
Yeah.
All right. So
living up.
Yeah. I accidentally stumbled on a r/dating over 30. So it's about people who are 30 dating, you know? So the thing is that the original post is first date, first time seeing each other. How do you greet? The person puts underneath, say you've met somebody online on a dating app. When you first meet for your first in-person date, how do you refer to say hi? A handshake? A hug? A European kiss on the cheek? That sounds weird. First bump? Fist bump? Elbow tap? Bro shake? Head nod? High five? Curtsy and bow? Or bow, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, how do you feel about that?
What do you know about that? What would I go for?
I don't know. So this I think this lady put a post. She said it's 6 hours ago because I accidentally stumbled on this. The level of my nervousness parallels how embarrassingly I behave. On a date with a cute guy because I liked him, but wasn't particularly excited or nervous. Strolled in and said, "Oh hi," and gave him a hug. Next one. On a date with a total hottie that I was pretty stoked about, quote unquote, did this weird dance, walk, and said, "What's up, nerd?" and gave him a hug. How would you react to that?
What's up, nerd? And gave him a hug?
Yeah, and someone came up to you and said, "Hey, what's up, nerd?" and gave you a hug.
I don't know. I'll hug back and just go back to what I was in.
Okay.
I don't know, bro.
All right.
I'm just out here chilling, man.
On a date, hey, what was it?
Now I was gonna say, is the context me? Did I intend to meet them, or are they just a random person?
This is like a person on dating app or something like that.
Oh. Yeah, they get decks, fam. And
all right. They said British isn't a race, it's a state of mind. It is true. On a date with the holy grail of absolute dreamboats, who's definitely way out of my league and makes me woozy, did another even worse dance walk ending in sort of a seizure-like jump spin ninja kick and said, louder than necessary, "What's up, fucker?" How do you feel about that?
Stick me though.
What? What is it? What?
It sounds like stick me though. What's good, Nick?
So stupid.
I'm gonna do that.
Oh my god, I can't take it to Canada now. Unfortunately, I am the worst. And fortunately, he likes me anyway, and we're seeing each other again tomorrow. But now that this thread is going to be in my head, I'm definitely going to start my next date with a firm handshake and prolonged intense eye contact. I feel like it's a terrible idea to do.
That's something my friend actually did.
What?
He ended a date with a handshake. He did the opposite, so he ended it with that, not started with that.
He ended with it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's terrible. What is it? I'm reading something. Okay. So, and then they said, a bunch of people commented on this post that said, "Are you sure you aren't my ex?" Or, "You are absolutely amazing. Never change. Marriage. Material. Folks, take notes. Haha, you made me smile. Ha 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 ha. Ha, this is hilarious. I love this. Keep being you." How does it make you feel?
I don't know what the hell on spot. What do you mean? How does it make me feel?
Bro, did you just send me the... I saw what you sent me.
What did I send you?
I saw you... Yeah. I literally just saw what you sent me.
Huh?
You sent me on
How does
Discord.
that make you feel? Tell me.
Bro, that's you and me. Hey, guys, look at this. This is me and Jerome. This is me and Joe when we meet up. Hey, wait, that dance though, bro. I want to find the send the video one real quick. Send the video one.
Video one? Oh man, it's on my other hard drive. I mean, I can't find it right now.
Maybe the bar is low for 30 plus. No, the bar is low for 30 plus in Reddit. I don't think it's low in general. I think you have a chance, but I don't think it's low. I don't know, man. What are you doing? You said... Wait. Guys, I'm scared. I put Will's stream on X2 speed and it kept going. Some dude appeared in the back of a mask.
Oh, sorry about that.
What are you talking about?
Sorry about that.
Yo. Oh my gosh. My bad, bro. My bad.
Okay. I'm going to disappear into the ether now.
Wait. I want to see the video, though. The one I was talking about, the the dancing one, you know? Yeah. Here it is. Guys, look at this. I like that video. That's a good video. Alright. Alright, you can disappear in the ether now, buddy.
Okay. Gone.
Alright, see ya. That was a good Jerome talk. Hate him, though. Alright. I think the point of what we can figure out here is that if Vivian has a good chance in the life of Reddit. Some Redditors aren't even that bad, Vivian. We just gotta find you a gamer girlfriend. That's all it is, man. That's all it is at the end of the day. This is an interesting thread. This is an interesting subreddit. I kind of want to farm content on this in a way. How to flirt and not get the bro vibe. There's no way someone put that. How to flirt and not get the bro vibe. There's no way. No way. That is a crazy statement to put. Oh my god. No way. I've never... How do you have a bro vibe? Oh my god, that's crazy. I want a girlfriend that doesn't know what video games are. So you want like a bebe? Even though she knew what video games were. She didn't really enjoy video games. That's what more it is. I just said that, Skinny. That's funny. Me and Skinny are kind of the same way, brain length here. That's funny though. Dating a cancer patient. Yo! Whoa! This is crazy. This is a crazy subreddit. Yo, they're talking about dating a cancer. Oh my god, that's crazy. I gotta hold this off for a different day. One who doesn't know, but I can mold her taste to match my own. No, stop trying to get her to enjoy the games you like. Yeah, Vivian, you're manipulative. Stop. You're not gonna force her to play the games you like, bro. It's not. I learned quickly that I shouldn't do that. Well, actually, I didn't even try to do that, but still.
To stop regenerator switching,
Stop.
they themselves would resort to switching strategies too,
We can't
as
be
to
like
not
that.
waste their own PP.
Nah,
In that
that's not wholesome.
situation, a
That's
tie
not
would be
wholesome
the
at
best
all.
outcome, because both players have recognized that their best play is to just switch infinitely and not waste PP. It's
That is a
important to
better play.
note that there are many situations that look like a tie but are actually not. Even if a lot of damage is not going on, as long as PP is being consumed, there is progress being made because it can lead to struggle. Even if 1 PP is being consumed every 10 turns, that is technically progress being made. If one player does not want to tie the game cannot be tied. Both players must agree. The onus is on the player to understand what is a tied game and what is not. If a player believes that they can go for
Wait,
a win,
actually, I
it
want
is
to talk about
their
this more,
right to
Vivian.
do so.
What? You can't. If you get a girl, and she just likes the game, like, I don't know, like Valorant or like StarCraft, just let her like those games, bro. You can't switch it for her. Chances are, she may like the same games you like, but if she knows characters already from different games, she might just want to be, or maybe she's gonna be the one person. Or would you say? Imagine I meet up with a girl and she plays League of Legends. I'll get stabbed in my sleep. No. The people we need to worry about. Here's the people we need to worry about. Valorant people. Valorant girls, I think are kind of crazy because I think they're kind of, I don't know. I don't think the type of people to like, you know, go and like, oh yeah, I mean, I want to play with you and get because you're good. I feel like they're almost like cloud chasers in a way. I think those are the more dangerous girls. League girls are just aggressive, but I mean, if you want to be if you're into that, then go for it. You know, that should be a rule in dating. Don't interact with League enjoyers. Where's GT5? We're banning him from here. No, I'm not watching that video. No way. No way. I'm not watching that video. Oh my god. Jerome just sent me the video of Arthur, and when they're talking about they called him a knitter. Oh my god. That's crazy. I'm not watching that video though. I've seen that enough. If you don't know what I'm talking about, that's good. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I guess you can watch in your own time. It's a funny clip though. They've said they emphasize it so hard. Yeah, exactly. It's crazy like how they didn't slip up on the word. It's crazy. I think it's funny. They clearly said knitter too. And like it was crazy. I reply back to Bibi real quick. One second. All right. Oh, I have one related to that. Oh my god, Nick or treat? No, bro. What are these videos you get just sent me? Oh my god, I'm gonna get banned off of YouTube already. I have to go back to Twitch. Good thing I have at least like 473 followers on there. What is this? Come on, please don't be bad. What is this?
So, you thought this was going to be just an ordinary Halloween. Well, this Halloween, Nickelodeon's giving away candy and a whole lot more.
I do like candy.
The first annual Nick or Treat Halloween giveaway. Get a pen, get a piece of paper, get your 2 best friends, and get your parents. Because you're spending Halloween weekend in Hollywood. You'll fly first class to the home of the movies. Live it up in
This
the
isn't that bad, actually.
Sheraton Premier Hotel. You'll have a chauffeur-driven limousine and $500 to spend.
Wait, hold on.
You want.
Yo, let's go back for a quick. Let's go back for a quick. So they're using a broom. That's totally normal. It's totally normal. Like going on the witch's broom.
Hotel. You'll have a chauffeur-driven
But why go in the car afterwards? Like the broom run out of power or something, or magic? I feel like that's worse. I feel like you already have the broom. You'll get there faster before even the car. That's my whole point here.
Limousine and $500 to spend any way you want. Then
$500? Hold on. I gave $500 out.
Hollywood's wizard of special makeup effects on movies like Star Trek 3 and Close Encounters will transform you into almost anything. Imagine a Halloween costume so fantastic even your mother won't know you.
Oh my god.
Plus,
I love the way they said that.
Master Gremlin gift set and your weight in delicious milk chocolate.
Ain't no way a bag of M&Ms.
Master Gremlin gift
Wait, what is that?
And your weight in delicious
match 3 kids.
Milk chocolate M&M melt in your mouth, not in your costume.
Is that a car?
To win, send a postcard with your name, address, age, and phone to Nick or Treat, GPO Box
Nick or
2726, New York, New York 10116, and get it here by October 15th. You gotta be 16 or under to enter. 100 runners-up get Viewmaster Gremlin gift sets. Enter now.
All right,
and
let's see what
win.
the video
It's
said.
Nickelodeon's biggest contest ever.
Do. Of course, it's in New York. I feel like it could be a meme. You said the way you said that. Of course, it's in New York. You know, it's like only in Baltimore. You know what I'm talking about? The meme. You know what I'm talking about? Where is it? Where's only in Baltimore meme? Where is it? Yeah, that's the same thing. Of course, it's in New York. I feel like you put that there. That works just perfect too. Of course, it's New York. Only in Baltimore is a good meme. I love that meme. Only in Baltimore. It's a good one. All right, what's this other video you sent? This video isn't available anymore. Vivian, it's not available anymore. Oh wait, never mind. It's because I didn't put the whole thing. My bad.
Send a postcard. You practiced for weeks. Nick or treat. Now it's time for Nick or treat. Nick's calling 25 You send him a postcard. You practiced for weeks. Nick or treat. Now it's time for Nick or treat. Nick's calling 2,500 kids all this week during the Ozone and all morning on Halloween. Answer and you'll win a glow-in-the-dark Nick t-shirt, $5 in gift certificates to McDonald's, and a package of Amazing Fruit gummy bears. Nick doesn't care how you sit, what you wear.
Hey, yo, why do you...
Who you scare? Just make sure you
Yeah,
answer.
she was scared about that.
What you wear.
She said, "What'd you call me?" You see that face? Bro, she said, "What'd you call me?" That's crazy. She was not a fan of that.
Package of Amazing Fruit gummy bears. Nick doesn't care how you sit, what you wear. Who you scare?
What'd you call me?
Make sure you answer.
She was not a fan of that. That's hilarious.
Amazing Fruit gummy bears.
She's like, "What'd you call me?" I haven't called that ever in my life. I'm the one who always calls people that. Oh, that's funny. Atlanta is amazing. That is all. Imagine doing Nick or Treat is it in a ghost costume. That's a great comment right there. Imagine phoning someone and their kid picks up ever screaming. Exactly my point. That woman was crazed. She's like, yo, what'd you call me? That's crazy. Ultimately, the rewards for this contest didn't seem worth the embarrassment of having to yell out what sounds like a racial slur. Very true. Now, listen. If you got like $5,000, maybe. There's a possibility there. There's a little hope. There's a little hope there. That's funny, though.
The only exception is
I
that
need
if
more
it's
of those
clear
videos.
both players are switching infinitely, but one player is denying the tie just to be annoying or trying to wait until the opponent has to leave.
Only in Baltimore,
then
baby.
a tournament director can step in
Only
to
in
tie the game.
Baltimore.
That
I
is
love that
rare,
meme.
though. Interference from outsiders is only used in extreme and obvious situations. Telly did not have any Pokemon with Regenerator, and ABR did not want to tie. He wanted to break through with sheer PP. On turn 307, ABR revealed Swords against Skarmory, a never-seen moveset that no one would ever reasonably expect, but he saved it for a long time after Telly started burning up PP he didn't know he'd need. Ordinarily, Zapdos is a complete counter to anything Skarmory tries to do. All of Skarmory's attacks are not very effective, and meanwhile Zapdos has Discharge and Heat Wave to hit Skarmory super effectively. However, Zapdos has been using up its attacking PP and was slowly running out. This sets up a very nasty combination.
Yeah, this is really bad right now.
Skarmory can use Swords Dance on a Pokemon like Clefable and bait in Zapdos.
Oof.
However, when Zapdos attacks
Skarmory's
Skarmory,
faster, ain't
the
it?
Skarmory
Switch
user
out,
can
though.
switch out and waste
Oh, it's
attacking
slow, bro.
PP. All of a sudden, if Zapdos runs out of PP, then Skarmory can actually beat it. Of course, that's easier said than done.
Yeah, they
Just
gotta
as
keep switching
Skarmory
out.
can try and bait a PP from Telly's Zapdos, Telly can predict the bait and switch out himself and not lose a PP at all. Skarmory also has to deal with Scald Azumarill and Will-O-Wisp Mew, but the concept to stall PP is the same. Skarmory represents the tiniest of chances to go for a win. In the meanwhile though, Telly has been bleeding PP a lot more than
thing is, he
ABR
definitely
has,
needs
and he
a
reaches
burn
low
move on
PP
him.
on moves before ABR does, and now he has to start being extremely careful about how he uses it, and the game devolves into almost endless switching. The most common scenario being ABR Slowbro versus Telly Zapdos.
Yep.
ABR will always switch his Slowbro out of Zapdos because he'll never want to risk it dying. At the same time, Telly will never want to attack into a Slowbro switching out because it means he loses 1 PP for nothing. This leads to a situation where neither player wants to attack because it would just lead to losing 1 PP for no reason. Telly is playing for the tie, he wants this to happen, but ABR is not. ABR isn't switching back and forth just for fun. He's switching back and
So
forth.
yeah, what
to eventually
happens?
go
Okay, that's
Skarmory.
a good analysis. What happens if no one attacks? You know? Does someone come? I mean, I guess outside help doesn't come out to stop it. You know?
On one of the times. By switching back and forth many times, Telly cannot reasonably attack predicting Skarmory.
I guess there isn't a time
because
limit,
the
is
past
there? I don't
20
know.
times ABR
There should
went
be a time
something that
limit.
could tank an attack, and that would have wasted one of Telly's PP. Skarmory is able to get in the game on one of Telly's switches instead of having to tank an attack. Once Skarmory gets in, it has a chance of forcing a reaction that loses a PP with the plays mentioned.
Yo, Vivian, he is completely right about not running singles, and I wouldn't run singles either. I think singles is an extremely hard format to run. Given I did run it once, I think it's hard to run though. I think it works in some senses because singles is like it's toxic, man. It really is. It's way more toxic than VGC. VGC at least like there's a counter for everything at least right now. Zacian is a huge ass threat in the game, and so is Incineroar. But like, at least the game can end, you know. At least the game can end. The game will end. No one's a huge ass staller in this current meta of VGC. And that's why it's a way more easier format, or way more more enjoyable to watch format, I would say. It's a risk for me to do singles, but you have to do singles in a certain way in order to be pretty enjoyable. Now, I don't even think I'm gonna do, here's my thing about the gym leader tournament. I did the gym leader tournament and it was fun. So much fun. But what made it fun for me was the surprise factor of you guys not knowing Like, not you guys being able to pick your typing. You guys picked your typing unknowingly. Like, you guys like, oh, I want to be this typing. You like this typing the most. What kind of gym leader you'd be? And you pick that type. And then I forced you guys to be that type. Only like a few exceptions here and there. But it's like, oh yeah, I mean, still, it's like that was the most enjoyable part. But now you guys know about it, and which is one of the main reasons why I don't want to do a gym leader tournament again, because you guys know what I'm going to do. I like being unpredictable. You sent me a video, Skinny. Where at? The Discord, or Oh, I see it now. I see, Skinny. Thank you. Thank you. No way you sent me. Oh my god. We're watching this real. Ah, we're done here. We're done here. Okay, that was about 1 minute and 30 seconds. Final Fantasy 14. Interesting.
And earlier. This process is time-consuming, and it takes many turns just to waste 1 PP.
Think of it a video, Skinny.
But without a doubt, the Skarmory is wasting a little PP every once in a while.
Message getting auto-modded.
There would be stretches of 30+ turns with nothing but switching, finally culminating in Telly using up 1 PP and then repeating the switch process again. And every once in a while, Telly would make a blind stab trying to catch the Skarmory switch in just to waste another PP. Additionally, every once in a while, Skarmory would get in position to Swords Dance, throw off a Brave Bird, and force a recovery move. This is important because Brave Bird has more PP than Soft Boil and can lead to further PP progress. ABR has an advantage, but could Telly defend the tie with perfect play? Maybe he could, but Telly wasn't playing perfectly. The process continues for many hundreds of turns until finally there's an opening. Mega Lopunny comes in on a predict as Clefable goes for Wish. Then it hits Zapdos with its 11th Ice Punch of the game and gets its first freeze.
Oh, it froze! That's
then,
crazy.
Later on turn 1220, Skarmory goes for Swords Dance on the frozen Zapdos. If the Zapdos stays frozen, great. If not, there's some more PP stalling left. Only this time, Zapdos is almost out of PP. By turn 1220, Zapdos has run out of Roost, run out of Heat Wave, and only has 2 discharges left. Zapdos unfreezes, gets an attack off, gets hit itself, and then fires off another attack on the Skarmory baiting the attack. And now, 1200 turns later, Zapdos has run out of all of its PP and can no longer beat Skarmory. Moreover, the paralysis from discharge now means that Will-O-Wisp and Azumarill
No more PP left. That's a wild game.
Skarmory switches out until it can find a chance to roost, and then it starts going for the
It held 5 bug emojis for a review. It's funny. What's wrong with my bug emojis? This Frieza guy does something interesting. Does some interesting Smoga videos. His name is Frieza? Or Friezai, my bad. Not Frieza. But this one's insane. This is actually a good video.
With Swords Dance. Zapdos is effectively gone, Mew cannot burn, and all that's left is an unaware Clefable that's running dangerously low on Wish PP. It ends up not mattering as Skarmory gets lucky enough, but Skarmory did have enough PP to break through eventually. Once Clefable goes down, it's all over. Skarmory removes Mew, and the team has officially been broken down. ABR cashes in all the PP he's been saving up, and gets a Toxic on Mega Latias, and then later knocks out Azumarill with Psychic. Finally, after 1287 turns, ABR finally gets the win and ends the game. Did ABR really need 1300 turns to execute his game plan? Only he really knows. ABR reached an advantageous position around turn 350 or so, once SD Skarmory was revealed with the PP advantage he had accumulated. But he played it slowly to convert his advantage. According to him, it was the best way to play as risk-free as possible, but according to Telly, it was pointless switching just to bad manner him and keep the game going. And what happened after that series? Well, quite a few things actually. The rules on tying a game became slightly modified. In addition to the ability for players to agree on a tie, there would now be a 1,000 turn hard cap on a game. If a game reaches that limit, it is automatically tied. While it's true that there are rare cases where a winning strategy would legitimately take 1,000 turns to execute, it was deemed unreasonable for anyone to have to play that long, and the 1,000 turn limit was implemented. Few games have ever gone that far, and it mainly serves as a theoretical limit without interfering with most legitimate strategies. If two players know that the game can
I gotta see you bust down to that song so I can send it to my boyfriend. It's his fault. I'm not gonna bust down to that.
ABR would go on to become the greatest player of all time, and unfortunately Telly would go on to later get permanently banned from Smogon with issues related to harassment and trolling. ABR would go on to become the greatest player of all time, and unfortunately Telly would go on to later get permanently banned from
So you're trying to say like, oh, Telly wasn't that bad of a guy. Bro, just say Telly's a bad guy at the very beginning. Just say Telly's a bad guy, alright? He got banned at the end of the day. He's a bad person.
What do you think of the tournament coverage? Do you like listening about the best games in Pokemon history?
Yes.
Should I go into more battles in depth?
Maybe.
Let me know down in the comments below.
Okay. I'll let him know. Nah, bro needs to double down on it. Hey, he's a bad person. You just gotta do it. You just have to do it. You just have to double down sometimes. There's no other way around it. All right. Let's see what else do we have in the tank. I was kind of interested in this video. Why Nintendo does make everything you want. Oh, why doesn't Nintendo make everything you want? All right. I think I've kind of seen this video. I can't remember though.
Hello. Today I want to talk about Nintendo.
This is Andre?
Really shaking things up. They've changed a lot over the years.
What's Andre doing here?
Handle their projects, and in the modern
I thought Andre was Game Explain. What happened to Game Explain? Can someone explain that to me? I never understood what happened to Game Explain. Like, I know they had some big deal that happened to him at some point, but I never actually kept up because I was way too confused. I would appreciate that.
Hey, Nintendo themselves don't actually make that much. So I want to talk through what's changed and why many smaller franchises can only exist with third parties like Star Fox and F-Zero and Metroid.
We're talking about third parties today, baby. So the point of this video is basically talking about how third parties are the reason these games are made. And if you didn't know that, well, now you know today. There's different parties that are making all these your favorite Nintendo games.
Listen,
so let's figure it out.
In the past, Nintendo would pump out sequels to all their major properties, like Mario, Zelda, and Donkey Kong, while also creating brand new IP and juggling the heavy hitters with the crowd pleasers. This was during the 80s and 90s, where pretty much everything was developed in-house, spread across multiple teams. There was R&D 1, who made Game & Watches, the Game Boy, and a bunch of legacy IP like Excitebike, Metroid, Kid Icarus, and Wario Land. R&D 2 were more console-focused and responsible for the NES and the Super Nintendo, but also a few minor ports like Donkey Kong Jr., and Donkey Kong 3 on the NES.
Donkey Kong Jr. is a good game.
Made future hardware like the N64, the GameCube, and the Wii, and also franchises like Punch-Out, both in their arcade and console forms. There's also smaller IP like Star Tropics. Finally, R&D
I never played Star Tropics, but Star Tropics was a good game. Did anyone play Star Tropics? I feel like it was I feel like not people talk about it enough, so I think it's like enough for me to say no, don't play it.
Being the furthest numerically, is one of the most prominent studios. We're talking Super Mario Brothers, The Legend of Zelda,
R&D 4, baby!
And so many more significant
the number one hit sellers. Let's go.
Back then, R&D
Money.
1 and R&D 4 made most of the big and small franchises most gamers gravitate towards.
Yeah.
And all of them played a vital role in keeping both software and hardware constantly flowing through the 8-bit, 16-bit, and 64-bit eras. But many of the classics come from R&D 1 and R&D 4. But something would change with the N64. The old way of
okay.
having Nintendo
Wait. Hear this
develop
out. Something would change in N64. What's changing? Tell me more.
Franchises in tandem was starting to wane. With Game Boy's development costs being much lower, it could pick up some of the slack. But franchises people came to expect, like Metroid, wouldn't make their 3D debut until the following generation, and it wasn't done by Nintendo. Many third parties.
You know, actually, this reminds me. I saw a tweet the other day. This is a side note real quick. So I saw a tweet the other day. Here, I'm gonna show you the tweet. I think it's one of the funniest and most true tweets ever. And I'm gonna show you real quick. So the tweet was talking about the GameCube and the GameCube selling and stuff like that. So here, let me find it. La dee dee doom, ba dee dee dum, ba dee dee dee. I told Quill about this and he laughed about it. He thought it was true. Okay, here's the tweet. Tweet says, "Bro, with the way people talk about Nintendo GameCube, you'd think it sold 200 million units." And that's so true, bro. You know how people hype up the GameCube so much? Bro, people talk about like the GameCube was like, bro, it was the best Nintendo system. It's like people hype up the GameCube and the GameCube game so much, bro. It is crazy. Like they are the biggest fanboys of Nintendo. And then ever since the GameCube era, they're like, bro, people who love the GameCube games are like, bro, Nintendo just doesn't know how to make games anymore, bro. It's not good at the games. Like they play all these silly games, like these Mario Tennis games, Aces. They don't know how to make the good sports games. Smash Bros ain't as good as anymore. Melee's the best. Man, Kirby Air Ride isn't there yet. They keep skipping over. It's the best game ever. Mario Party isn't the same. Like Superstars is pretty cool, but you know, Mario Party 4, 5, and 6 were better. Come on, man. Come on. Silver, if you're in here, you're one of those people. I want to put that out there right now. I want to put that out because I know you, Silver. You yourself are one of those people. I know you. You with Double Dash. You with Fire Emblem, whatever games came on that one. You with Pokemon, the Pokemon games on there. Mario Power Tennis. Mario Parties. All the Mario Parties that are on that one. 4, 5, 6, and 7. The GameCube lovers out there, they are so hard to please, bro. I just want to put that out there. GameCube lovers out there who like you are like super fans of it. GameCube would have sold 200 million copies if it had the GTA SA. San Andreas. You're right. San Andreas is on GameCube. GameCube would have been further. GameCube was like one of the lower selling consoles of Nintendo though, because N64, Game Boy, DS, everything around it did like way better. I mean, GameCube did good, but everything else did way better than it. Only thing that didn't do way better in like later on was the Wii U. It was crazy. They love it so much, bro. They'll talk about it from days on end. They love the GameCube. GameCube had the best version of Soul Calibur 2. Yep, I'm telling you. I'm gonna put a tweet out for that. GameCube. No, I'm at the. Alright, I'll tweet over this one. The GameCube. Just tweet GameCube, yeah, it'd be funny. Hardest Nintendo plans. Over the GameCube are the hardest Nintendo fans to please. They're stuck in nostalgia. Nostalgia, right? Yeah, there we go. And there we go. Alright, we'll see how that does. Anywho, back to the stream.
In favor of the PlayStation, and so much of Nintendo 64's output was saved by Rareware. Rare did the Donkey Kong Country series on Super Nintendo, but contrary to popular belief, they were never solely owned by Nintendo. Rare have never been a Nintendo studio. Nintendo did have a 49% stake in the
they dropped the
company,
ball
but that's
on
not
Rare. They gotta have so many more better Donkey Kong series games. They dropped the ball so hard on Rare.
Share. Rare would stick to Nintendo, but they could create whatever they wanted. As the industry made its transition to more defined 3D, Rare needed more development funds, which Nintendo didn't provide, and so Rare began looking for a buyer. Both Activision and Microsoft were interested.
Dude,
but
Rare
was
did
not.
succeed a bit.
They would lose
back
out
in
on
the
one of
3D
their
era.
biggest
Early
partners
3D
during
era.
that era to Microsoft.
They definitely.
It was clear this old approach wasn't going to work anymore. A huge amount of prominent GameCube titles were sent out before they were ready and crunched to meet deadlines. The effects can still be felt in games like Wind Waker, where story and game pacing makes it clear that content was cut. The same is true for titles like Mario Sunshine and Super Smash Bros.
I don't think.
The
I
content
don't
was
think
cut. The
Mario
same is true for
Sunshine
titles-
was rushed. I'll say that right now. I think the game was like pretty much near complete, and they probably had some overlooks, along with other Mario games and games throughout this day. I think the content wasn't even cut either. Same
like
for
Mario
same for Melee.
Sunshine and
Well, actually,
Super
Melee was cut. Actually, Melee was cut. I was wrong. Melee did
Brothers
cut a lot of
Melee,
content
which
out,
is
or a couple characters out. I'm not sure modes were cut out, but I know
popular
content. I
in
know like
spite of its
characters
rushed
were cut out.
development, although this was handled by HAL and not Nintendo. Perhaps learning from their relationship with Rare and Donkey Kong Country, Nintendo would throw trust into the newly formed Retro Studios to give Metroid a new chance
Why
of
was
life,
Samus running so
and they're
slow?
with Nintendo. Perhaps learning from their relationship with Rare and Donkey Kong Country,
Yes, Samus is
Nintendo
running
would
so
throw
slow,
trust
bro.
into the newly formed Retro
It's so
Studios to give Metroid a new chance of life with Metroid Prime. 6 months before the release of Prime, Nintendo would end up acquiring the studio for $1 million, but
Metroid
maybe not for the
Prime.
reason you'd expect. Retro Studios had a toxic culture and a lot of heavy crunch. If Retro Studios were to go on, the purchase was necessary. But even though they had Metroid, the GameCube had similar struggles to N64 in juggling
Yeah.
the prominent franchises with the smaller ones.
The Prime
Nintendo
games would have been
simply
really
couldn't
good
stretch the ways
present
they
day.
could in the past.
Not gonna lie
and
to you.
so, the Game Boy Advance would
It'd be
give us
so
some
much better.
final echoes of Nintendo
Wario
R&D
Land 4,
developed
great
titles,
game, by the
with
way.
games like
Great
Wario
game.
Land 4
Wario Land 4 is a
and
great
Metroid
game.
Fusion.
Great game.
But in 2003, the late Nintendo president Satoru Iwata made the daring decision to dissolve most of Nintendo's internal studios. R&D 1 and R&D 2 became a single entity called Nintendo Software Planning and Development, or
Okay.
SPD. R&D 3 would become Nintendo IRD and focus solely on hardware and peripherals.
Oh, that
leaving
makes sense.
R&D 4 as the only prominent in-house Nintendo development team, and they became known as EAD. So for
EAD.
internal development, there's EAD. They'd make Nintendo's most important and successful franchises: Mario, Zelda, Animal Crossing, Pikmin. Miyamoto
That makes
was part of
sense.
EAD.
Bro, we
He
need
wanted
Pikmin 4, bro. I just remembered now. We need Pikmin 4, bro. We need Pikmin 4. Like, come on, man. I'm desperate at this point. I am desperate. EAD needs to come out of their asses and stop focusing on their Legend of Zeldas and their Marios and their Animal Crossing. Bro, I see where it is right now. They went from Mario Odyssey they went from Mario Odyssey, and they went to Animal Crossing. No, they went from Zelda to Mario Odyssey to Animal Crossing, and they skipped over Pikmin. They went back to Zelda. And now they're going back to. Now they're gonna go to Pikmin next after that. I'm pretty sure.
to be a thing.
Hopefully.
There's a reason there's not much
I want
Pikmin
Pikmin
these
before we win
days.
another
Those
Mario game. I'll
resources
put that out
typically
there.
go to other games.
Yeah, Pikmin Gotcha,
Every now
yeah.
and then, EAD makes brand new IPs like Wii Sports and Nintendogs, but typically it's the big boys like Mario and Zelda. So what is SPD? Well, SPD de-emphasized internal development entirely.
Okay.
Nintendo had learned that partnering with other studios was important, but instead of acquiring them,
Yeah, why
it
wouldn't
could be healthier to
Nintendo better learn that partnering with other studios is important, or this. I don't know, man.
simply collaborate, giving each installment a brand new, fresh feeling. SPD would sometimes do their own stuff like the Rhythm Heaven series,
Yep,
but for
Rhythm
the most
Heaven's a good
part, it was
series.
collaboration. They were tightly connected to the WarioWare series, but even that was collaborated with Intelligent Systems. So their main focus was to find teams that could assist in making Nintendo
Wario
IP.
sleeping.
Essentially, anything that R&D 1, R&D 2, or R&D 3 made back in the 80s or 90s was now in the hands of SPD finding a third-party team.
I like
For the
that
most
Wario
part,
style.
what
I like it.
R&D 4 made was now with EAD, although some franchises like Star Fox still relied on external help. For instance, EAD made Star Fox 64, but Rare made Adventures, Bandai Namco made Assault, Q Games made both Command and 64 3D, and Platinum Games were largely responsible for Star Fox Zero.
Don't invite Platinum Games back. I want to put that out there, Nintendo. They did a terrible job in that game.
F-Zero was the same.
Don't bring 'em back.
X was made by EAD,
Let them do what they gotta do.
but then Sega
Somewhere
made
else.
F-Zero GX, while GP Legend and Climax were undertaken by Suzak. Suzak would return to give Wario another platforming chance with Master of Disguise, whereas Goodfield provided a proper land follow-up on the Wii with Shake Dimension. And back on
I even
GameCube,
like the Shake
Treasure
game.
gave us Wario World. Metroid was in the
I
capable
don't remember
hands
Wario World, and I have no clue how people feel about that game either.
of the now Nintendo-owned studio, Retro Studios, but only for the Prime series. Series director Sakamoto was trying to get Metroid Dread going for over a decade, but these restructures meant there was no longer a team to make Metroid games internally. If he wanted to make Dread, he would have to find a third-party team to handle development. The first experiment came with Metroid Other M, developed by Koei Tecmo's Team Ninja, but it took Sakamoto until 2015 to find a studio to take on the series with Mercury Steam. They've since done Samus Returns.
Bro, they did
and
really good on
no
Dread.
R&D.
Dread is like one of the coolest gameplays to watch. Dread is such a cool gameplay. I never played it, but Dread looks so nice to play. It looked
P3
really cool.
meant no Punch-Out, so after the first game and Super Punch-Out, the series had no one to take care of it internally. Next Level Games would revive the series for a single installment back on the Wii in 2009, but the studio wasn't the permanent home for Punch-Out. They could still do another one, but it has been 13 years. There were definitely benefits to the SPD system, but many franchises found themselves with no developers.
Sakurai!
And then in 2015, Nintendo consolidated most of its remaining teams into a single entity.
Hey,
Nintendo
look at Mario.
EPD.
Bro, Mario hit
They
that,
took
hit
most
that
of its
boy. Look at him.
remaining teams into a single
Hey.
entity.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. Anyone out there, if they came up like that,
2015,
you're
Nintendo
definitely getting all the
consolidated
girls.
most of its
Look at that.
remaining teams
Hey,
into a
hey,
single
hey. If you hit
Nintendo
that, if you hit that, no way you
EPD
missed
is
it.
pretty much EAD
I
and
promise you.
SPD rolled into one for more focused development. It's tighter, but nothing's really changed. They're still seeking third parties for development, but if anything, that's gotten tighter too. Under EPD, some of Nintendo's biggest franchises like Mario Kart would also find external collaboration.
Good,
and we're
good,
not just
good.
talking about outsourcing a few assets. Bandai Namco have been a highly significant partner for first-party EPD projects and have co-developed several
Yeah,
titles.
Bandai
In the
Namco's
past,
helped out a
this would
lot
just
in
been the
Nintendo.
responsibility of
They keep
EAD.
Nintendo afloat with
Projects
Smash
that were
Brothers
the
and
responsibility of SPD
and,
will continue, like Mercury Steam's collaboration on Metroid Dread or
Mario
Indiezo's
Kart.
collaboration on Sushi Striker. EPD itself is made up of 11 different production groups, with some relying on internal development and others external. EPD Group 1 and 2 are external, but Group 3 is the Zelda team. These guys are always
okay.
making Zelda games. So if you see a new Zelda game gets announced and you wanted something else, there's not really a reality where it'd be something else. These guys only make Zelda. Group 4 is more casual software like Labo, Brain Age, and 1-2-Switch. Group 5 is
I've never
responsible
seen
for
Labo.
Splatoon and Animal Crossing. So if you wondered why New Horizons wasn't a service game that lasted forever, it's because the team went on to Splatoon 3. Group 6 is
Okay, that makes more sense. So the reason, obviously, it said in 2020 when Animal Crossing did the thing, they're developing Splatoon 3. So for all the Splatoon 3 fans and Animal Crossing fans, go at each other's neck. If you wanted more Animal Crossing and you want to blame somebody, well, Splatoon 3 is your reason. All right, Splatoon 3 killed Animal Crossing, confirmed. Splatoon 3 killed Animal Crossing.
external development.
New Horizons,
and Group
that
7 is a bit of internal and external. They would be responsible for Rhythm Heaven internally, but many other projects are external.
Bro, that's the
Group 8
reason.
are the Tokyo Mario guys. They're responsible for Odyssey,
If you want to
3D
be bad,
World, Cats
JG5,
and
if you were an
Toad.
Animal
Group
Crossing
9 is
fan and you want to be mad about anything, be mad at yourself now, bro. Your love of Splatoon 3 did this. It killed Animal Crossing for the rest of us. I hope you and
Mario
Splatoon
Kart,
fans are happy.
ARMS, Nintendogs. Group 10 does 2D Mario and also Pikmin.
And Splatoon.
And then finally Group 11 is mobile external. So basically internally Nintendo make 3D Mario, 2D Mario, Mario Kart, Zelda, Animal Crossing, Splatoon, Pikmin, Rhythm Heaven, and a few smaller experimental franchises.
Nah,
Everything
fuck
else
AC,
is a
bro. Leave
third-party
Animal Crossing
collaboration.
alone, bro.
But of course EPD
Hater.
isn't everything. There are other Nintendo studios. NDQ
No, I was
work
only
on the
born
Mario
because
Party
your stupid
series, but
Splatoon
also
game
gave
came
us
out the way.
Clubhouse games. Anything else needs a third-party collaboration. But of course, EPD isn't everything. There are other Nintendo studios. NDQ work on the Mario Party series, but also gave us Clubhouse games. Retro
Okay.
Studios have done Metroid Prime and Donkey Kong Country. Next Level Games have done Luigi's Mansion,
Yeah,
Mario Strikers,
yeah,
and Punch
Next Level did a good
Monolith
job.
Software are first party, and they do Xenoblade. They're also
Fuck
treated
Xenoblade.
as an asset house for EPD, so many EPD
I'm a
projects
Xenoblade hater, alright? I'm gonna keep it real with you. And I'm still a real one on that one.
like Splatoon, Animal Crossing, and Zelda. Nerd or
I hate
Nintendo
Pyre.
European
And
Research and
Nintendo.
Development
And
handle
Rex.
much of the emulation work.
And Shulk.
And their studios like Nintendo Software Technology, or NST. They have developed
about
some
everybody.
larger games like Wave Race Blue Storm and Metroid Prime Hunters, but they've fallen into smaller scale projects in the last decade and a half, mostly relying on Mario vs. Donkey Kong and assisting with other projects. But
Bro,
what
I'm a
about
high-key
HAL
hater, we all know
Laboratory?
this.
Well, they're actually not owned by Nintendo. They are independent, and if they like, they can publish their own titles independently of Nintendo, like Part-Time UFO. This was on mobile 3 years before the Switch version.
I don't
Despite
remember this at
since
all.
the NES and Game Boy, HAL have been a loyal partner to Nintendo. They're pretty much always making a constant flow of Kirby games. Kirby's owned under Warp Star Incorporated.
HAL does a great job.
And this company
Hey,
is 50%
if you guys ever
owned.
wonder, the reason they stopped Smash Bros. Is they started a new Kirby game. Remember that. The reason they stopped playing, updating Smash Brothers and putting new patches in is for this adorable game right here. So you're gonna put your blame on anybody. Put your game on. Let your blame why Smash Bros. Won't get patched ever again, and Steve's gonna ruin anything. Blame Kirby. Kirby is the sole reason why you should blame Steve ruined Smash.
Nintendo.
It's because of
50% by
Kirby.
HAL. Both companies
Because
equally
Kirby and the
share
Forgotten
Kirby.
Land.
So this is why HAL constantly make
Kirby is the
games.
killer
It's their
of-
IP.
is
They
the
wouldn't make
grandmaster
Pikmin or F-Zero
of Smash
because
Brothers.
they wouldn't make as much money from those franchises. Also, merch. Kirby is a very big merch item. Intelligent
Kirby is a
Systems
very big
in
merch
a very
item.
similar position. They are not owned by Nintendo, but they work very, very closely with them. They've never made a game that isn't in partnership with Nintendo, and they've made dev kits for Nintendo systems. Many think they're part of Nintendo, and I would understand why, but they are legally not. These guys are mostly known for WarioWare,
I'm about to
Paper
dox
Mario,
you if you don't
Advance
shut up
Wars,
on
and Fire Emblem.
instigating
And
ass.
Fire Emblem's a
Hey,
similar case to Kirby.
I'm
They
just
made it
I'm just
themselves.
fueling the fire here. These guys are over here are the ones with the information. I'm just putting the knowledge out for you.
And it's their most flexible
I'm
IP.
only a news
It
source
is owned
here.
by Nintendo, but Intelligent Systems will pretty much always be making a new
Call me
one.
Fox News.
Camelot
The
are
way I be
also not
instigating
owned by
shit.
Nintendo and made their debut with Sega, offering the Shining Force series. They then partnered with PlayStation for Hot Shots Golf,
Sega's
or Everybody's
washed.
Golf, and lastly partnered with Nintendo for Mario Golf and Mario Tennis. Their experience with Shining Force led to another fantasy series, being
Golden Sun.
but the Mario Sports titles are more financially successful opportunities. In fact, during the Wii era, Wii Sports was so successful that no Mario Sports game that overlaps with the key sports of Wii Sports got developed. And so Camelot found themselves partnering with Capcom for We Love Golf, which was pretty much just Mario Golf with no Mario. Golden Sun did
Damn.
later appear on DS, but
Yo,
Camelot
Camelot got stuffed, bro. Camelot got stuffed because of Smash, not Smash, because of Wii Sports. Wii Sports is one of the most high-selling games they have, so I understand.
needed their golf money. And so how? Intelligent Systems and Camelot
It
can
is
do that
iconic.
at any point. They can go off and work with someone else, but they typically don't, because Nintendo is their best customer. Game Freak's an interesting one. Nintendo
Yeah,
have
Game Freak is the
co-ownership
most
of the Pokemon
interesting company, I would say, of Nintendo, because I think it's like split in a couple ways. Also, Game Freak sucks sometimes.
It's owned 33% by Nintendo, 33% by Game Freak, and 33% by Creatures. But Nintendo
Creatures?
also have shares in both Creatures
what are
and
Creatures?
Game Freak.
I know
Just not
Creatures
controlling
owns
ones,
Pokemon.
but enough of Pokemon to never leave Nintendo home consoles. However, Game Freak as a studio outside of Pokemon
Imagine
is still
Pokemon left Nintendo. You know how huge that would be? If Nintendo was like, yeah, fuck the highest grossing media franchise we have. We don't need them anymore. That'd be crazy. That'd be crazy if they did that.
independent. Non-Pokemon games like Little Town Hero can still go to PlayStation 4. And in the very amusing case of Tembo the Badass Elephant, it can skip Nintendo entirely. Even Game Freak didn't care about the Wii U. But this does also mean that Game Freak will pretty much always develop Pokemon. Ilka did develop Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, but that decision would have partially come from Game Freak. So all this is to say that there's a legacy franchise developed by R&D 1, R&D 2, R&D 3,
What you gonna say?
or in some
Blame
cases
blame Pokemon Scarlet and Violet since Pokemon Sword and Shield was bad. No, I'm not gonna say that. They chose to stop. Actually, that wasn't even the reason. If anything, if I say who to blame, just blame Game Freak at this point. It's Game Freak's fault. It's literally just the company itself, bro. Game Freak is faulty of it. So, yeah. Not any other franchise. Bro, Pokemon Company is the highest grossing media franchise to date. I hope you know that. That's crazy to believe. That Pokemon is the highest grossing media franchise. I mean, it's pretty easily to see. Given how much content they throw out every day. and such, like Pokemon Masters, Pokemon Home, Pokemon Go, Pokemon mainline games like Sword and Shield, Scarlet and Violet being thrown out, the anime, the mangas, the spin-off series they have, like Gatling Wing or whatever it's called, the adventures and stuff like that, the spin-off games they put out, the plushies, the shit, there's so much they put out, bro. They put out so much. The movies they randomly put out from time to time, the tournaments they host, bro, come on, bro. Pokemon goes deep, man. It goes hella deep. It's crazy, man.
R&D
But still playing
you
Game
want
Freak.
back? You better hope a third party's not only interested, but has the resources and scheduling to commit to the project. Kid Icarus Uprising wouldn't have returned if Sakurai hadn't formed Sora Limited. Every time there's a new Smash, there needs to be a developer handy like Bandai Namco.
Kid Icarus would have been left in the past.
Nintendo are unlikely to ever make a new F-Zero internally. Our best bet at this point is a studio like Eureka for F-Zero 99. This isn't to say all those franchises are doomed to forever be in limbo, but right now, there are no teams for them. It also means when Nintendo put out a bunch of Kirby games and Zelda games and Splatoon games, those resources aren't taking away from those other IP. Those EPD groups were formed just for those IP. For something like
so you see new Mario games and new Kirby games and Link games. Hey, they just doing their thing, bro. They ain't taking away from that Metroid and all that stuff, bro. You know, and F-Zero and Star Fox. Blame somebody else.
Darkness or Murasame Castle to return, there needs to be an external
But except
team
for Animal
ready
Crossing
and
and Kirby,
waiting.
two different
One
things.
really cool one recently was
Animal
Phantom
Crossing and
Detective Club
Splatoon.
with Majors.
That's funny.
They did an awesome job. Although some partnerships have fallen apart, like Monster Games, who gave the Excite series a brilliant new life. They also did Pilot Wings Resort, but after that, they just suddenly stopped working with Nintendo, and eventually got acquired by iRacing.com. I know some of you guys know this stuff anyway, but I thought because not all of us follow the inner workings of the industry, this could be interesting to some people. So thanks for watching this whole thing, I really appreciate it, and I'm gonna go back to babbling about games no one really cares about. Thanks for watching, everyone!
Yup. Good video. Remember to put your blame on somebody else or a different. That's the thing we have to learn about this today. If you want to put your blame on anybody for your game not coming out, hey, just blame a different person. Blame a different franchise. That's all you gotta know. If you like Animal Crossing and you're like, man, I wish they would put more games out or put more content out, just blame Splatoon 3. It's almost out. Blame Splatoon 3 for killing your game. That's the lesson of today. You're always able to put your blame on somebody else. That's the lesson today. Love it. Love it. You know what I also love? Sleeping. Because I'm tired. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, I think I'll end it there because that was actually fun, and I think it's enough videos. We watched a good amount of videos. You guys sent me a lot of things. So I think we'll end it there. I'm gonna finish this other YouTube video I'm thinking about and be out on my night. You guys, I want to say thank you for relaxing with me and everything. I appreciate it. I actually very much do enjoy Reaction Fridays. It's just that I get scared to do them all the time, and I should probably do it like once a month, honestly, if anything, because it's fun time. It's a fun time to catch up and just relax. So yeah, we'll be back on Monday. Hopefully something comes out this weekend that I can show you guys. I won't say it yet until it drops, but yeah. But Monday, either playing Rivals of Ether or Mario Kart. Because next Saturday, like a week from today, actually a week from today on Friday, I will not stream. I will be in Sandusky, Ohio at the Great Riptide 2022. That's where I'll be. So I'll be streaming Monday, Wednesday. So one day it'll be Rivals, one day it'll be not Smash. One day it'll be Rivals, one day it'll be Mario Kart. So yeah, that's the plan. That is pretty simple. All right, simple, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. I hope you guys have a great rest of the night. I hope you guys take care and take a shower, take a bath maybe. I don't know. Go on a walk tomorrow. Perhaps like connect with an old friend. I don't know what you want to do, you know. Don't let me tell you what you gotta do. The only thing I can tell you is subscribe to dreamsWGH if you haven't yet, which you probably have. So yeah, hit me a year, ladies and gentlemen. I'll catch y'all later.